live button, it's time to do a little announcing.
Hi, chat. There is no chat yet.
There is no chat yet. I'm ripping out my hair and screaming and eating the walls and punching the sheets of drywall that my father has in his shop.
Why?
Because this game's really good.
Is it the chat? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it because the chat box is messed up?
I thought
Is
you were
it?
gonna say I'm ripping ass.
I'm ripping.
Your chat box
Oh.
doesn't have a background, so the
Yeah, I gotta fix the thingamabob.
Pinged me.
It was the add everyone.
It was you.
Hello. Hi, Zazzle.
Quack, quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
I don't know why it didn't occur to me that your overlay just has a transparent window for chat.
Yeah, also I just realized that I had it set up wrong anyways, so I need to reset it up again.
Apparently they sell Girl Scout cookies, but in like little tiny pellet form.
I'll be back. I'm gonna make tea if I'm gonna have to voice act.
They're like Dippin' Dots versions of the cookies.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, so I got me some Thin Mint pellets.
Yo, Lil Yevons, good to see you, bud. Alright, I'm probably gonna give it like 3 more minutes for people to show up, and then I'm just gonna start.
Some owl dropping Thin Mints over here.
Also, I got like 7 followers while off, so I'm just gonna read those out. Thank you, AGTBT277, Majimmy, Pictrable, Sunways, Just a Fox, Eevee Apples, Monkeus, Too Fluffy Dyro, Kyorun, and Tom Food. I think I've seen Tom Food on Twitter.
So thanks to all those.
Yes, thank you all. Tom Food. Whew.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I got chamomile vanilla.
Ooh, good.
I drank a whole pot of it yesterday, and it should have been like a horse tranquilizer, but it wasn't. It didn't do anything.
Could have been.
Well, because chamomile's supposed to make you really sleepy, right? And I drank like 5 cups of it.
Mm. I think
Instead, I stayed up until 1:30.
I'm debating for the Wednesday stream of just doing an hour-long stream in which I take suggestions from chat and get them to figure out what I spent this $50 Amazon gift card that I found that I have not redeemed.
You didn't happen to find it in an envelope with my name on it, did you?
No, because on the back it says to my name.
Oh, okay. Because the lady that I helped change the tire of last time I was home, apparently she dropped a gift card off in the mailbox. And Ma was meaning to send it to me.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was very sweet of her. Her name was Miss Althea, which lovely name. A Grateful Dead song I really, really like. Same name.
Mm-hmm. I need to post this in No Mic. I love this video.
That's so awesome! Endearing! You best friend! So you're a bestie, aren't you? I love you, friend! Pookie!
Pookie! Okay, it's been 5 minutes.
Just ready to exocolonize. I don't know.
I'm not. Oh, I move faster now. Because I have
Yeah.
longer legs.
'Cause you're old.
I am, what, 14? Yeah, 14.
Old.
I love Tammy so much. So pretty. My little baby. I also love Mars's new hair a lot.
Yes.
I am literally watching my hair grow. Now that I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of socializing. Doink.
Part of me is really curious to like do the math on which characters show up in memory cards most frequently, because I feel like of the teenage years, I remember Mars and Tangent were on the most cards, but that might have also just been because my first run I was very heavy in the mind/intellect or whatever they're called stats.
Oh, I just noticed his hair is a little longer. Oh,
It looks so good.
what a good boy. I love that he looks exactly like I thought he would grown up. I love
He
him.
looks like
He
the
looks.
protagonist of the Lorax.
I was gonna say he looks just like the teen son of Horton Hears a Who, the 3D
Yeah.
animated one.
The of the Who. The son of the Who. Not the son of
Yes.
Horton. Horton's the elephant.
The Grand
That's a
Who
good-
Junior.
The
It's
Grand
silly in
Who.
a good way, though.
The good Hoojner.
You can't call them that anymore.
You have become long, it's true.
Jojo. Apparently his name was Jojo. I don't know how I forgot that.
Oh. No way.
Oh, wait, yeah, I knew that.
You 100% were doing Tank.
I was,
Not,
but I had to go, so I had to switch. I had to redo it because I
you
realized.
started that off as Tank.
Yeah, I had to redo it. I realized. I mean, it feels kind of weird to. Okay, hold on. So his birthday isn't at the beginning of Quiet. You know who I think might have a birthday at the beginning of Quiet? Also, I like that Tangent shaved her head. Interesting.
Yes.
Hang watches a skink roach skitter behind some nearby boxes, a look of intense disgust on her face. It here, she spits, shuddering. Bugs, constant peril, climate. We're better off on the ship. She grimaces. Many humans carry the erroneous belief that we are great explorers, but I cannot see how that is true. It would be better if we could photosynthesize, or breathe gases other than oxygen, or endure a greater range of temperatures. No, you see, all humans have ever had going for us is that until now, there have been more than enough of us to die idiotic deaths without making a dent in our overall reproductive fitness. Good lord, Tangent. Something's happening to you here.
It's happening to everyone. That's kind of the point of the game.
Yeah.
Puberty.
Hers is very noticeable.
Yes.
Very cool that I figured out hormones very early. Fuck. Bats, we just started stream. You have not missed anything. I feel like it's kind of weird to start the year off with an expedition, but like, I've got low stress, I've got heroic.
There's no wrong time to go on an expedition.
Yeah, it just feels weird.
I would say 99 stress maybe, but otherwise.
True.
It's fine. Let's
I
get
forgot
summer
the Who's and Horton Hero Who. They don't really wear clothes. Their clothes just kind of are them.
Yeah, they're fur, yeah.
Which in JoJo's case looks mostly natural. But then like his dad's got like a vest.
Mm-hmm. Utopia is sorting through the stuff the foragers have brought back, putting them into bins to either get analyzed or taken straight to the kitchen. Hey, sweets, she says, not even looking up. You headed out? You and Dis take care of each other out there, okay? She sighs. I gotta get through all this before day's end, she says. It'll take me all day, unless you're raring to help out. Just a minute.
Karen.
Utopia shrugs. Alright, but you know, I'm on the lookout for new foragers. Let me know if you want to apply later. Oh no! I thought she would
Yeah,
stick around.
You can reload the autosave. You
Oh.
kind of do want to say yes to her, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was...
It gives you a card, I think.
Yes, I would like to help. Utopia lays out an assortment of mushrooms. Alright, here's a simple one. Which one of these fellas is poisonous? I know this one. Pick the right ones.
Oh
Mushrooms.
yeah, and it's your first introduction to rainbow cards. Rainbow cards are in a suit.
Oh, hell yeah. You know, you got this. You know what kind of mushrooms are served in the canteen, and it's easy to pick them out in the assortment. Great work, sweets! I like sweets. Utopia exclaims,
I
a
love
big
Utopia.
smile on her face. You're a regular pig.
Shame about
Don't
the
worry.
horrors.
That's a compliment. What?
Don't worry about it.
On Earth, they used to use pigs to sniff out buried mushrooms. Go out there and dig us up some, why don't you? Finish up what you're doing on the survey team, but come back next month and I'll put you on with the foragers. Says, you'll be in the Valley of Vertigo. It's one of the best places to forage for wild berries and, you know, other edibles. I mean,
I've perfectly balanced my desk chair to where all but 1.5 wheels are touching the ground, or lifted off the ground. And I'm
Hey,
afraid to
1.5.
move.
playing in the snow. You make
Because
a
like just the
snow
side
bunny.
wall of one of them is touching.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you make a snow buddy. Or at least you try. The tiny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff quickly melts just from the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. Probably should have worn gloves. You appraise your lumpy snow buddy. It looks a little sad. Maybe it just needs some accessories. With some twigs and grass and a weird kind of jelly you found seeping out of the ground, you give your buddy antlers and fur. It kind of looks like a snow bush bub. Good morning.
Check your equipped gear.
My
for me
equip.
real quick.
Whoa, my equipped gear. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I need to put on my
Yeah.
vriki.
Oh, I forgot you don't have a certain thing. Okay.
Mhm.
There's a thing you could get that would help you reduce your stress.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I don't tell you where to get it unless you ask.
Do you want one piece of backseat?
Sure.
You need that stress item.
Okay. I will if it is like I'm on the way to it, encourage me to go that way.
Sure.
There's not
Okay.
much to find out here, but the peaceful atmosphere is great for contemplation. You find a particularly beautiful little plateau where you can see the plains spread out before you like a picnic blanket, round lakes dotting the land like glimmering mirrors of sky. This is scouting further ahead. He was eager to find some adventure. I'd love to catch up with this. Dang. There's no adventure with this either. This is some peaceful territory right here. Very important. Very important, Bubba. Very important.
Sorry, I was checking something. Oh, thank you. Boring.
Very important. It's a head of Eddysaurus. It's a herd of Eddysaurus.
Eddie Source.
Eddysaurus, your creatures, the one that you personally discovered and got to name. I'd study them. Hi, Yumi. 47. Okay. I feel like I can just... Yeah? Yeah. Okay. It's all those cards under 2 become the... Okay, well in that case... This one for each gem on other cards. Yeah, I can get 13. Lost in the fog. Think. Oh yeah, because it's a straight. Yeah, yeah. Win button. Minus
Pride
1
Month?
kudos. It is Pride Month. Merry Pride Month, everybody.
+2 to straights. Fucking biases.
You've seen this hurt. Wow. Wow, Horge.
+1.
Yeah, you've seen this herd a few times traveling through this stretch of wilderness. All day they bask in the sun or on the top of a plateau. Now that the evening is coming, they're coming down into the plains to forage. They like to hang out in big groups and mostly lie around all day being lazy. Sounds like the life. Utopia is happy to have more information on that rare herd of Eddysaurus. Gotta love Eddysaurus. Oh, nuts.
Eddysaurus.
Who is Eddie?
I don't know.
We named the species, the unnamed species, last event, or last time we went on an expedition, and so the name carried over.
Yeah, just Eddie. Eddysaurus. One of your jobs as surveyor is to document the flora and fauna through the photographs. You've spotted a small animal in the crook of a tree. It's so perfectly camouflaged you can only really see it when it breathes. You've got a camera built into your hollow palm, but it's not equipped to capture difficult shots like this. You'll need to put in the work. Okay, this is a mid-perception and animals challenge. I'll do perception. I've got almost equal, 42 versus 40. +1 for each unplayed card. Reverse straight, baby.
I'm so sad it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, this sure does suck. Fine. 36. Card to the thing becomes pretty good straight. But if I do this... Oh, wait, yeah, it's a 5. And then, okay. Very ungood, very non-good spot for that card.
So now you have to get 27 in the next round with this current setup.
Yeah, I think I can do
No,
it.
sorry. I'm bad at math. 16.
Oh yeah, 16.
17.
Ah! Math
I'm
is
doing
hard.
fucking Rain Man calculations over here, and I'm still getting 2 + 2 = fish.
2 + 2 does equals fish.
Because like you put them on your side and you make them kiss. Math is fun.
Math is fun. Oh. Put that there. Aha. Now I can still get my bone. Oh wait, this is not a... Why do I care? I mean, yeah, I'll just hit the win button, I think. Wait. There we go. Yeah, I could have gotten 23, I figured, but... Oh well, I'll take my 2 perception. You climb up a tree and get an angle from above, of not disturbing your subject. It comes out great, very avant-garde. Utopia is glad for the shot.
And a couple kudos.
I got $5. Oh.
Keep this up, you'll have a job for the Daily Bugle.
Log. Running straight towards you, whatever's making it run, you're pretty sure you don't do the business end of it. Oh yeah, it's this, I've seen this. 1 slot card gets +1. Oh! That's pretty good. -5 to neighboring thingamajig cards.
+2. And then
Don't forget to use items. They're pretty useful during challenges like these.
yeah, I just like if I don't need them, you know.
Yeah, I find you don't need them in most challenges.
Because then I need to get like that's okay. So +2 to cards is gem. This is probably better. This is pretty.
You have to get 46 on the next round.
You do not.
Me when I tell a little lie.
Okay, that's good. It's gonna
Yeah.
be some manner of 13 for the next round if you go 23, yeah.
+1 if this has the highest value. Interesting. Oh, so that gives it +1. I can do like a little straight. Like,
You could just put the 0 card in there somewhere.
A little straight as a treat.
a little straight.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Hey, wait a minute. (23). This is 22. Okay, yeah. Should be about it. Yeah.
Huzzah!
+3 bravery. The plan was calculated, but man, am I bad at math. The creature
Just
pounds
quoting
past
Keikaku.
its powerful stone-like gorilla arms, smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you, and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign
Translator's
of
note: Keikaku means land.
whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful about. But yeah, I have... I don't have a subscription anymore. What? We'll post. That's pretty dreadful. Okay, let's go this way. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby. Loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Oh. Suddenly a massive, impossibly tall something punctures the low clouds and slams into the ground ahead of you. It's as tall as a skyscraper and a meter wide, covered with a chitinous bone like an insect. You think it might be a leg? Another crashes down, then another. The creature's body must be up in the clouds, so high you can't see anything but the legs. Oh no.
Oh no, you don't have enough perception. This is one of my favorite cards.
You're in shock. Oh, wait. That's one big something. You're in shock. Your body simultaneously screams at you to stand still and run. Run. You blindly pick a direction and scramble that way. You can sense a shadow descending from above you. Suddenly, something hits you from the left, and you're flung sideways off your feet. A moment.
Sorry.
Oh, Shadow of the Colossus! A moment later, one of the massive legs slammed down right where you would have been. Another second, and you'd have been as flat as the grass underneath it. You look to what hit you, but it, or they, is already gone, having saved your life. Mysterious stranger. Urangi. You're too worn out and tired. You spent the month exploring. One friendship with D's. That's my guy.
So you can get with this, or you can get with Tang.
It's my birthday!
Or you can get with Tang.
You wake from a night of blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares, no premonitions, just a pleasant feeling of contentment. You stretch your arms over your head, blinking in the watery, quiet sunlight that seeps through the porthole window. Things are always changing on Vertumna, but you can't help but feel like things are changing for yourself, too. Not just your body, but your mind, your emotions, your future. 14 is going to be your year. Your
Famous last words.
Famous last words. Your parents have been working around the clock since the last attack, trying to get the fields right again in time for this year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear it. They ask you to ping them when you are awake so you can share birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during breakfast service in the canteen. Shitting. You fire them a message and lie back in your bunk, watching dust motes float lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock at the door. It's Antecedent! She sweeps into your room in a bustle of skirts and shawls and sits down beside you on your bunk.
Oh, look at you!
Sorry.
I'm doing the raccoon bit. I don't care how stupid it is. Happy birthday, beautiful. 14 years old.
She leans in and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her auntie and think of her as a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smell is as comforting as it ever was. She sits back and takes one of your hands in both of hers.
So, Lane, ever since I held you in my arms as a baby, I knew you were special. So important. You're becoming a young adult, but I want you to know I will always, always be here for you. Just like your mom and dad.
She's gonna
Kind of
die.
morphing more into what's his fucking name?
Do you want the answer to that?
No.
Fucking Patrick Warburton.
No, I just know that she's gonna die. You don't have to tell me. She smiles and tucks an unruly lock of your hair behind your ear.
I guess you're old enough to call me Aunt Anne now, if you like, or even just Anne.
A voice so powerful and comforting. Thanks, Auntie Warburton.
Now come on in here, Aunt Anne says, spreading her arms wide. Give us a great big hug.
You hug her,
What did you
enveloping
guys-
yourself. Oh.
What did you guys get up to in the half hour of stream that I missed last time?
To where Antecedent became this.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You hug her, and you know how it is. Enveloping yourself in the warm and familiar softness of her. Over her shoulder, you see Red Riot standing in the doorway. Well, her hair, anyway. She's been growing it out, and there's no hiding it behind a corner. He skips into your quarters. Happy birthday, bud, she says, bouncing on your bunk. Way to get older. Enjoy being 2 years older than me for a few months. Thanks.
I thought you were on your way to Med Bay, Anne tells her, and Red Riot shrugs. Anne turns to you. Annie's supposed to get her menstruation cessation implant today.
She
She
says,
says.
oh. Aww.
Eto bleh.
She's so pretty with the long hair. Mom! Red Riot hollers. Gross! Celine doesn't want to hear about my period. And
Anne
smiles.
smiles fondly at her daughter. It's nothing to be ashamed of, Annie. Getting your period is a beautiful thing for women like us. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life. It's a sign you're growing up and becoming an adult, and ready to take on the responsibility of taking care of that life.
Theme of the
Redeem
game.
rate fictional character. Snow Agumon. Here's the one Digimon of the stream. It happens every time. That sure is Agumon, but white.
Whoa.
Can we take a moment to appreciate this graphic? I envy people who can draw like transparent vinyl like that.
Yeah. A lot of the characters have it on their outfits.
It's an ice vaccine type? I'm sorry?
Wait, hold on,
I
what?
don't know anything about Digimon. It's a vaccine type.
Where?
Or
Oh,
attribute.
oh yeah.
Snow Agumon.
On the Digimon card game, Rookie Vaccine Dinosaur.
That's so funny.
Yo, this dinosaur is preventative care. Yo.
That's why you need to eat it.
I love this. It's so pretty. Red Riot wrinkles her nose and throws herself on your bed. I'm never making life. Ew, pass. Dear Lord, I would love to do any of the flirt options if they weren't so gross.
You've seen
Yeah.
2 of them. Get out of here.
Bet you won't have kids, pussy.
Thank y'all for explaining the Digimon types. I never got into it. I always wanted to, though.
The Digimon types are vaccine, virus, and data. One of
makes
these
sense, 'cause
things
they're
is not
digital.
like the other. Are there digital
no, 'cause-
vaccines?
Come on.
Well, I mean, what's antivirus?
Whoa.
Antivirus is just vaxing your computer. Yeah, I'm cybervax pilled.
No wonder my grandpa
Do not
doesn't want to
want
get a
to work with
VPN.
Alright.
Exerting
The
my
man's in the
influence.
hospital.
Jess, what do you think I should pick?
What do you think?
Grosseroony?
I'm anti-flirting with people, yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously. I just meant one of these two. I'm not picking this one. I'm gonna say you won't have kids, pussy. What's the matter, scared? No, Red Riot exclaims, punching you in the arm. No, of course not. It just super sucks that now everyone's talking about how I'm becoming a woman and I'll finally look different than my brothers. Duh! She points at you. Don't you start too. I'll still kick your ass at sports ball, even with cramps. Your parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields and bringing in the smell of crisp, tangy snow on their clothes. Oh look, birthday visitors, your dad exclaims. Anne, are you staying for breakfast? Anne reaches into her bags and brings out a stack of tiffins.
No, thank you. But I brought your order with me from the kitchen, seeing as I was stopping by. She pats her hand one more time. Happy birthday again, Selene. You'll always be my baby, even when you're all grown up.
Thanks, Auntie Selene. Selene. Guys, I'm really tired today. Auntie Seaton. Your mom shakes her head as Anne and Red Riot leave. Oh, Anne, she laughs, sentimental to the core. She starts laying out the cutlery for breakfast. But I don't know how the colony would manage without her and the children's creche, she says, and points a fork at you. Family is more than the people that birthed you, Selene, and don't you forget it. True. Boy, I sure hope Antecedent doesn't fucking die.
Yeah, do you like
Actually,
that?
the big twist in this game is that everyone in the colony is Selene from a different timeline.
Yo, I love
You can't spoil that! We said we were letting her do a blind playthrough.
I love In Stars and Time.
That is not what the twist of In Stars and Time
It's
is.
one of the twists.
Oh, okay.
That's
I was gonna
not
play that,
true.
but whatever.
Have you never met the character?
Yeah, I've met the character. That's not true.
It's basically the same thing.
There being two of a guy does not mean everyone is that guy.
Okay, but like... Anyways. Tammy beams when she sees
My
you.
quick question, is my audio
Yes.
roboting at all?
Oh, no, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just good. Tammy beams when she sees you, like there's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Happy birthday, Selene! She exclaims. She comes in for her annual birthday hug, throwing her arms around you and giving a great big squeeze. Here, I got you this! Yay, cake! She steps back and reaches into one of her many deep pockets of her dress, producing a little paper box. Made you this, she laughs, revealing a snack-sized cake. It's all this again. I will share it with you, Tammy.
Oh, Jess, I forgot you were Seedon last time.
Yes.
I don't want to take. I don't.
Yeah,
want to
that's
take
why I'm so
Seedon
confused.
from you. Okay, I was like, I know I took it over for someone, but I couldn't remember who. Okay, well, please have her back because Patrick
No,
Warburton.
if you want to continue the war,
While
I
fun.
don't care.
Dude, I almost have max creativity. This is crazy.
Yeah, your stat array is very interesting.
I'm really dialing in on biology, animals, and creativity. Just like Dad.
We can't all help becoming like our parents.
Okay,
Get
so
vaccinated quickly.
early dust.
I'm updating the voice roles sheet. It's
There's a
funny
sheet?
just typing in dead. I'm just keeping it for myself so I can remember, so I don't step on toes.
I see.
I'm gonna give Red Riot a cake on her birthday. For now, I want to go relax in the park. Your mom is tending to the garden as you relax nearby. You're both happy to leave each other alone, but you can hear her muttering to herself as she pulls weeds. Every day, she grumbles. You'd think I was never here at all with how some of these weeds grow. I thought that bringing only nice plants would mean that we wouldn't have to weed as much, but these Vertumnen plants, they're unstoppable.
She pulls hard on one weed, which turns out to be a huge creeping vine that yanks out a few flowers. I just want one place on this planet that's ours. I'm
This is such
gonna
a mood
help her pull
when you have
weeds.
weeds in your yard, and they're all connected by a 6-foot deep taproot.
Yeah. You get down there and help your mom pull weeds for the better part of the afternoon. It's surprisingly hard work. By the end, your back and shoulders are aching and the palms of your hands are on fire. Your mom dumps a huge armful of weeds into the wheelbarrow. These go all the way to the edge of the colony, she says wearily. Whatever plant these roots belong to, they're invading my garden. She turns towards the walls and yells, "You stupid pink bastard! Stay out there where you belong!" Creativity, biology, and animals. What are you gonna do? Start messing with animal genetics to make horrible abominations?
Don't make jokes.
No.
That's just how you make mushrooms.
I will forget hiding in the creche. It's
Speaking of taproots, our father pulled the bumper of his truck off once, trying to get a big magnolia tree's taproot out of our backyard.
that is true.
He got it back on, but then he pulled it off again later, trying to get another magnolia tree taproot up.
Yo, I just
'Cause-
realized I can do this.
We don't learn from our mistakes.
I have 40 bravery. Dare you to go into a restricted area. You dare this to explore the creepiest, darkest part of engineering, deep down where even Chief Engineer Instance never goes, under the recycling room where they say they are ghosts. You set the mood, then sneak around behind him and put your hollow palm flashlight under your face and shout, "Boo!" Oh, silly. He rolls his eyes.
So Lane, think about it. If there were ghosts on the spaceship, one of them would be my mom.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Good.
That was just a real but I'll read it. Yeah, you guess that would scare a normal person, but this still isn't scared of anything. One of them would be my mom. Dang, dude. Don't forget.
I'm sure she won't come back up.
I'm sure she won't come back up. What do
That's-
I think Dis would like?
I never heard her mentioned aside from that. I guess I missed something.
Do I think that both Tangent
She's
and
got a little bit
him-
more in some of their events.
I see.
But
Oh, yeah, I
there are
didn't go
events that are
this
kind of
route.
easy. They're easy to miss, as well, even whenever you are going his way.
Mhm.
Their mom is technically like a scrapped character, because she was originally planned to be part of the game as an actual NPC, but they decided to scrap a lot of the adult characters so that they could keep a tighter cast and focus more on the main.
Kill your darlings, literally.
So a good number of the characters that were scrapped ended up being dead in people's backstories, or just offhandedly mentioned.
Do I think that both Dis and Tangent like medicinal roots? People
I don't
who
know,
have
do you?
played
This
this
character
game.
only likes 2 items.
Yeah.
I wish I had a bug to give him to eat. Hi, Leaf. Could you give him log?
Stop feeding dish logs!
He's so hungry. I think he would like a crystal cluster. Aw, dang it. Okay.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it. Oh, this soundtrack
Let's
is
go
lovely.
gambling.
Yeah, it's Handpan. You gotta give a growing boy his bugs. He's so hungry.
Oh, I was wondering why the music for this year was so silly, but I remembered I had a playlist going in the background of silly tunes.
Turtles in Time, Subway Mariachi.
I want more empathy. But I also want more combat.
And bravery. I think I want to get more combat training. Defense training, baby. What gear do I have that could help with that?
Whoops is going into gear 3.
Dude, I'm literally living gear 6, dude. So wacky, so silly. Gear 5, I mean. Is it what is it?
If you want help
Which is
with
the One Piece one that's really silly? That gear 5 where he's super
Yeah.
rubbery and he is so cartoony and silly. I'm literally
I mean,
that.
that's kind of just Luffy in general, but Gear 5 is the one that you probably have seen because it's impossible to ignore.
Yeah.
Spoilers about that part of the series.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the Plascutter is just the
But I guess
best for-
plus one skill on challenge win. I want to get more combat, so I guess I'll just take the bonus. Oh boy, you've heard Security Chief Red is on the lookout for lookouts. That is for kids to chill on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once over, eyes narrowed.
All right, he says. Look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say?
You can read the sign easily. It says, if you can read this, your eyesight's 20/20. Huh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? Rhett nods in approval.
Good, you pass. Come back next month, and I'll put you on the roster.
It's not a stutter, it's entirely unique trait.
Oh. Darn.
Giant Luffy.
Giant Luffy. Wanted to get cool straight. Bloodruckers. Huh. $26. Dang, could have gotten 27. Plus 8 combat. Nice. I'm now at 20. On friendship. -1 from It's All Too Beautiful.
You are so
beautiful. Early pollen. She moved. Cal.
No way.
Cal waves at you as you enter the garden, leaning on his shovel. Hey, Selene, he calls, but his eyes look past you, down the path to where Anemone is beating the absolute tar out of a training dummy. Her fierce battle cries echo across the colony, making Cal wince. She's been going totally hard lately, huh? He says. He scratches his face, smearing dirt across his cheek. She asked me yesterday if I wanted to spar with her. Said it'd be good for self-defense. Cal smiles.
She's going totally hard? Yeah, Cal, that's her augment. Duh.
Locking in.
Cal's locking in. Smiles sadly at the memory. I told her I don't want to fight. Not her, not a trading dummy, not anything on this planet. For real. I've never seen her get so mad at me. She called me a baby and told me I'm just gonna end up forcing everyone to protect me because I'm weak or helpless or whatever. He seems upset and stabs the ground a few times with his shovels. I just don't think it's right to fight anyone, especially the Xenos. They were here first, he said. What do you think, Sully? I know that I should just agree with him, but nah, I want to play a character. Sometimes
it's
you don't have the
role-playing.
choice. Jeez, you sound like an adult, Cal grumps. They always tell us to see both sides of an argument, but I tried and He shrugs. I just think if you have to hurt someone to get what you need, you don't deserve to have it. But what if you're really hungry? what if they attack you first? Cal throws up his arms in disgust. If something attacks you first, you probably did something wrong. Maybe you shouldn't go keep going places where things want to attack you. That's the planet, dog.
Yes. Theme of the game.
Yeah. You shouldn't be here. That's the theme of the game.
Yep. Almost like it's anti-colonialist or something.
Yeah. But what if your loved ones are in danger?
I liked Exocolonist before it got political.
I like it more that it's gotten political.
Yeah, that's the joke, dingus.
I mean that it's totally scary, but you kind of shouldn't be putting your loved ones in situations where they could be in danger in the first place. But what if your life depends on it? How's that fair? Their life depends on it too. You can't just decide that you get to live and they don't. I understand pacifism. I myself, in real life, I don't like fighting anything ever. I don't even like arguments. Hee hee. I joke around a lot, but I am very opposed to conflict. Cal looks relieved. Yeah, I'm glad you think so too. Sometimes I think about the Xeno I had to kill the first time they attacked. Like, obviously I'm glad I'm alive, duh, but now it's dead. His eyes go back to the Red Riot. She stopped sparring with the training dummy and is looking up at the gardens as she has a drink. Neither she nor Cal wave at the other. It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill it. Cal continues, quietly. It just happened. Wish I could tell it I'm sorry. Cal clenches his fist. There's gotta be a way to figure out how to live in peace with all the cool things that live on this planet. Like, hey, look at this weed I saw growing over here. Cal has such strong convictions. It's one of the things you like best about him, even if some people disagree with them. Learned Cal more. Oh. He's tough, but very peaceful. Fun. So the closer you get with people, the more you learn about that stuff. Very fun. Learned Cal more. Also, yay! You spend a few hours with Cal in the garden as she shows off the area that he's getting ready for the next planting season. The adults are really starting to trust him with more planting as he gets older, and he beams with pride. When you finally head out, you're just as dirty as he is, but you feel so much lighter. Log! More food for a growing boy.
No!
Your dad has something to say, by the way?
Yeah, I know, I was just looking around.
He usually does. We just kind of zone him out.
Damn.
You can hear your dad sneeze all the way from engineering. Oh god, it's pollen. It's explosive, like he's trying to scare away predators. He's wiping his nose as you approach on a handkerchief blotted with shimmering pink. Lately, he's also surrounded by a fine dusting of pink pollen that clings to him wherever he goes. You keep brushing the glitter off things in your quarters. He gives you a hug, then brushes pollen off your shoulder, laughing self-consciously. You haven't heard him laugh much lately. He's been working hard to try and improve the colony's food supply. He's showing signs of malnourishment, too, though your mom is worse. You're worried for both of them. Your dad's skin is kind of shiny in patches. He sees you staring and rubs his hands over his arm. Sparkling dust poofs off of him in little clouds scintillating in the light. Oh yeah, that's a new symptom, he says. Seems harmless, though. You should be wearing your mask! Can you hide this beautiful face? He's gonna die, rubbing his nose. Especially now that it sparkles, he makes a big show of checking his pockets. Ugh, I guess I must have left my respirator back in the greenhouse. Ugh, why can't he just take care of himself? Your dad sniffles. Gosh, I feel like someone stuffed a whole potato pod up my nose, he says. Like I could just poke a stick up there and... Fresh potato juice. Ugh, Dad, gross. He just grins. What? It's true. You follow his gaze out to the fields and to the lands outside the gate. I wonder if... Oh my god. If the foragers could use an extra hand. He muses to himself. Yeah, maybe I'll join him out there tomorrow. Neither of your parents is taking proper care of themselves. They're so stressed out from the poor harvests and low food supplies. They try not to let you see it, but you can tell. Maybe your dad is right. A little seasonal illness is nothing compared to the danger of running out of food. Except if you die, and then there's no one to make the food.
As fine. Chat decided we're gonna kill him first.
That is true.
He'll go to the doctor when he's dead.
Don't say that. God.
Anyway, whoops, get the car. Cut off my finger.
Truly. Weren't you the one who had to drive him?
Yeah.
And you, like, didn't even have your permit?
No, I think I had my permit. I got my permit as soon as I could. It was my license that took me a little longer.
Ah.
Because of it taking longer to learn how to drive stick.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to
Anyways, get in the car.
Yeah?
Abuelo fell off a ladder again.
Abuelo fell off a ladder again. Oh, God. Hey, Squirt, your mom calls out to you. Don't you think it's time you started thinking about what you're gonna do when you're older? You look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles. You gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join your folks on the farm, if you think you're up for it? I'm ready. Your mom claps you on the back. Oof, she's just as strong as she looks. Great, she says. Come see me in geoponics when you're ready to start. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise. Unlocked farming. Random card
Stepping
locks.
on the beach.
Stepping on the beach. Do, 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 do.
Rub it in that you can roll your R's.
Do, do, do. And yeah, that seems... Yeah. Booyakasha. Plus 6 biology. Oh, I didn't get the second perk yet. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's a little more I still didn't get the organizing perk either. I guess I'll just do this again tomorrow. I want both of those skills. You're at lunch with your parents. Sliced soy cakes and watery broth again. Great. But when they put down your cutlery and look at each other and tell you. And then, dude, I'm really struggling tonight. Selene, your mom says.
Well, why don't you let someone take a character?
That is true. Somebody take the mom.
Jess, do you want to do mom?
Okay. Okay. Selene, your mom says, there's something we should tell you. We've tried to shelter you from some things, but we think you should know why we've been working so hard in geoponics. There's a meeting after lunch, and I want you to come with us.
Okay. Oh, lordy. You follow your parents to the council room. Mars is also tagged along, and you take a seat near them as your mom and Aunt Anne stand to address the council. After Uticott officially calls the meeting, she gestures to your mom.
I'm not going to mince words, your mom says firmly. All of our efforts to increase food production in geoponics have failed, especially given the failure of the pixie beans. The destruction of the fields during the last attack put the nail in our coffin. By the end of the year, the colony will run out of food.
The rest of the council murmurs in concern. You and Mars exchange horrified looks.
You've been doomsaying about our food supply for 2 years, Flulu.
Red questions.
Do you mean to say we're past the point of no return?
I'm afraid so. Even with rationing, without securing a Vertumnan food source, our supplies will run out by wet season. I guess I can do the interjection.
Anne, whose face is grave.
Anne and I have gone over the supplies and come up with food plans. We've crunched the numbers.
Sighs and spreads her hands.
I'm sorry. Geoponics should have been producing better by now. We should have been able to wean ourselves off of soy rations. During wormhole transit, when we lost geoponics in the whole breach, I know I've said it so many times, but our crops just don't grow here. We needed those algae tanks. We needed the microbial soil from Earth.
Oh. Got the fuck up, but okay. Why weren't we told earlier?
Oh, I guess this is also a me character.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mars agrees. Why weren't we told? We have a right to know. We live here too. She
Man.
stands up and slams her hands on the table. We've been here for 4 years, and we could have been helping this whole time, and all you did was have meetings about it?
The council looks at Mars with surprise and then contempt. Udicott chuckles weakly.
Imagine being carried for so long and being upset that your feet could not be cut by the rocks.
She waves, one shaking hand.
Seeing the future is the privilege of youth. Thank goodness we have them to point out our flaws.
Mars sits back
Mars
down
sits
again.
back down again.
Confused by Udicott's word, but fuming at her dismissive tone. Who was instanced?
So what do we do now?
I was, but I couldn't do a Maggie Smith voice. I
Good.
kept practicing, but I couldn't get it.
So what do we do now?
Instance asks.
Starving to death isn't an option.
No, it isn't, your mom replies. We need to secure a food source this year before our rations run out. We're working double shifts in geoponics, but it's not enough. We need more people planting, tending, turning the soil. We need more hands.
I can pull back the surveyors and focus on foraging native plants, Utopia offers. Even the young folks can help it if they've proven themselves around the survey equipment. I'll send out a holo message later. Starving. Oh.
This has been the burden of geoponics for too long,
Udicott says.
It's time we all step up for our future.
Council nods in agreement. Your stomach rumbles ominously. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
That's real bad. Well,
Better get surveying.
fuck yeah, I guess. Hello, Dis.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Oh, yeah.
I've been learning a lot about systems, Dis says, writing on his holopoem. Like the water cycle and the nitrogen cycle, food webs and decomposition, stuff like that. It's pretty cool, even if it's all textbooks from Earth. He looks wistfully out of the wilderness. There's so much we don't know about this place. About this place.
About this place. Good, good thing you got that +1 colony rations. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, hopefully that's enough.
Time to forage.
Oh, we got the shimmer.
You still have a cake at least.
My 3-month-old cake.
Yeah. Utopia greets you warmly as you muster for your first expedition with the foraging team. Selene! Glad you can make it. We need everyone out here we can get right now, boosting our food supplies. I'm ready to sniff out those tasties. Good luck hunting out there, she says, handing you an oversized backpack. More like a basket than a pack. Use your holopalm to identify edible and medicinal plants and just throw them in here. I'll send them back at base camp. Oh, and keep on the lookout for creatures. It's pretty peaceful out there in the valley, but even a little bug will get you if you're not careful. Go slow, pay attention to your surroundings. If you're unsure about something, don't approach it. Stay on the path and don't get lost. We don't call it the Valley of Vertigo for nothing. Any questions? What's a fine lady do?
Wait, can you romance Utopia?
Not really.
Okay.
Puppy love.
But there is an ending. I can say that much. That's not spoilers.
Really?
14.
It's a very specific ending.
That is so fun. I'm not doing that. Will Dis be with me this time? Utopia's looks like she's trying not to smile. Nah, Dis is good at finding new things. Just not so much the same things over and over. You'll be okay, though, she continues. You won't be alone out there, and you're doing important work. You're about to leave Utopia when she snaps her fingers. Hold up, Selene. We're also investigating some species we might domesticate. Those we'll want to tag and capture. Ideally, we're looking for herbivorous creatures that already live in herds and either produce something edible or reproduce quick enough we can slaughter them for meat. If you see anything that fits the bill, tag them and bring them back.
It's interesting that they're like so preconceived. They have such strong preconceived notions of what food is that they're like, we need to find farm animals.
Mm-hmm. I would romance Utopia if the player wasn't 14. Me too. A line of termite-like insects crosses the path here. Curious, you follow them to their destination. A massive, sponge-like hive of crawling bugs writhing with life. The bugs are tending to larvae nestled in the holes of the sponge, feeding on the rich royal jelly that oozes from the hive. Step in for a closer look, and we hear a warning hiss from above. Atop the hive is a queen, whatever it is. Wait, no! She is the hive! Wait, this is a squeeger hive! Her abdomen is swollen and lodged in the ground here, rendering her immobile, but not defenseless. The hive queen groans and growls at you, and the air prickles with the burning flavor of acid. She must have some sort of defensive acid spray. That jelly looks pretty edible, though. It's time to harvest. 79? Oh. Oh no. I've
Let's see
made a
if we can do it.
mistake.
You can reload if you want to re-equip your different things. It's not a combat challenge, obviously.
Yeah. Oh no. This is real not good. This is real not good. This is real not good. Not good at all.
Also, the game autosaves before each conversation and challenge, so you can just go to the autosave, the most recent one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no way. Do this.
You could, yeah, I was gonna say do the
I'm just
plus
gonna-
log.
Double log? Double
Yeah, it
log.
might be worth it.
Plus 4.
I'm not doing the math in my head about using it for
46!
straights.
Oh! It was a good attempt.
Mhm.
Ugh, I get the give up dialogue. Defeated. You duck and weave, but the Squeegered Queen is too savvy for your tricks. You're blasted with a face full of insectoid acid for your efforts and leave empty-handed. Not good at all. I don't think there's another
Careful,
way.
she sprays.
Does not appear there is another way.
Also, I was thinking of a different game. This one doesn't keep track of your steps. I don't remember what game I was playing, though, but made me think of that. You might have an option where you can go around it.
Go around it.
Yeah, so you just get the stress.
Oh, a Vriki! Vriki are carnivores, you think, but the juveniles are too small to take out anything larger than an insect. Not so much the case with this one. The Vriki blocking your path is pretty large, probably about as tall as your waist, and it's growling at you over the carcass of something even bigger, which seems to be missing its head. Yuck. You're not sure if it killed or scavenged the dead animal, but it's dragged it onto the path and looks ready to fight you for it. Wait for it to leave. You back off and wait. It sits there and gnaws at the animal slowly for hours. It's disgusting. Eventually, it rolls over and takes a nap. Its many legs kicked up in the air and its tummy bulging. You try to sneak by, but it wakes back up with a hiss. Drags the rest of the
Why didn't
carcass
you-
off into a tree, and you can finally pass.
You could also do the combat challenge if you want, and swap out your gear.
I don't want to fight the wildlife.
Okay.
I
respect the roleplay.
should probably get the +2 to challenges, though. The +1 skill is good, but like, ugh. Something about the ground here draws your attention. It's oddly lumpy. What's up with that? Scope it out. 63! Oh my god!
Yeah. The valley is a big difficulty spike.
Value is wild. Wild card matches value matches as all pairs or straights.
Mhm.
Oh.
So if a card says it's wild, it can be used to complete straights or what was the other thing? I forgot what they're called. But you also get their face value. So if you had like there's a card that's blue and is 3 in a wild card, it both gives you 3 points, but then it also gives you the point bonuses for being part of a sequence.
Right. Okay.
So 0 is technically the weakest possible wild card, but it's still very useful
Mm-hmm.
in lower score challenges where you're trying to get a specific thing.
Go straight here. In that case, I can probably just this. And then I need to get 8, 7, 30, 27 on the next one. Ugh.
You need to get 46 on the next one?
Shush. But yeah, I can do it. Oh, my boy! My boy coming in clutch.
So 33, 32.
33, 34. 33.
When you use the cards that are just like a person, I love the mental image of Selene just being like, no. Imagine Cal.
Cal wouldn't get stuck in this goop. Pick someone to become a Pokemon next. My brother.
The Bob? How sweet.
Bubba, what Pokemon do you want to be?
A quandary for sure.
While you debate, whoa, it's a potato minefield! Underground, the recent rain has swelled the young melons to bursting. You better watch where you step or you'll end up knee-deep in potato juice. The good news is, they're tasty. Forage one. They're so dang heavy, their calorie-to-weight ratio isn't optimal. Most are too young, but you find a ripe one, dig it up, and roll it back to the depot.
I think my avatar's color scheme would probably look pretty cool on like an Embor. And it's also kind of a stocky, broad-shouldered lad.
Mega Sableye to match Whoops' Sableye.
That's cute too.
A bristle slug is rooting around in the underbrush. It's like a little porcupine with no legs. Well, little is relative. It comes up to your waist and it must be at least 100 kilograms. You've seen a few of these up at Geoponics. They're easy to catch and their spines and berries naturally fall off and are edible. A chewy, renewable source of food, kind of like jerky. Maybe you could catch this one? Sure! This is gonna be hard. Fuck.
Oh my god, the locked ones are so
Brutal.
There's a Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX card. That's so cute. He's perched on Tyranitar's shoulder.
That's so fun.
He Jim too big for he goddamn teeth.
Oh gosh, this sucks. Okay. Oh, this is really bad. This gets me what?
This is just what,
18.
literally what being 14 is like.
Literally.
Bad at card games?
Yes.
Like, you turn 14 and then everything just becomes more difficult, and you're like, why?
Oh yeah. I really loved the writing about when the puberty first hit, because of that just like hot, burning, every moment is the most serious moment of all time energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you're 14 and your parents take you into a meeting and they're like, yeah, actually we're all gonna starve to death, and then you have to go do super hard card challenges.
Relatable.
Middle school.
Dude, that was just like me. Log is +2, not +1. Yeah.
Honestly, it being +2 is kind of bad so often. because you only need a +1. But the +1 items
Oh,
all
wait.
change the
I could
suit.
get a straight. Aha! More value.
You're allowed 1 straight.
Okay. 20. This is like 33. Okay. Oh, Fuddruckers. Oh, that stays! Oh!
Yeah, it's
Ha
unlocked.
ha!
Run the jewels fast. Run
Run the jewels fast. Run it, run it, run it, run it. The slow-mo. Alright. I did it! For nothing. You're pretty sure this one is a female because it has bristles on its butt as well as its head. Her eyes are a deep green. You think you'll call her Emerald. She seems calm in the net, like she isn't too worried about where she might be going. You crouch down with a clump of leaves and stick her muzzle through the net, and she eats them right out of your hand. Her whiskers tickle. You pat your forehead and pack her off to Geoponics Barns. You can go visit her there later if you like. Oh! Tending animals! Alright, left or right? Good adventures. Woo! Yellow flower! Finally, a gift for Tammy.
Good adventures. Take cocaine.
Come across a huge field of flowers. Most are teensy pink ones, but some are big, beautiful ones. You check the holopedia. Looks like they're a brand new species. They don't even have a name. They need a name, like butter dandies. Even though they look like neither buttercups or dandelions. Honestly, they kind of look like more like spitting cobras than anything. It will take them all. Them all? Alright, 65. Card gets
Give
plus
them
2.
to me.
15 to start off. Not too bad. Plus 2 if it... Ooh! That's good. Could get a straight like that. Just throw the Mars on there. Change that to yellow. Not really that helpful. I could do this though. Oh no, plus 1 to a card. Ah, no! That wouldn't work then.
Galactic Axolotl, I'm trying to send it to you, I promise. It's taking its sweet time uploading.
Okay, I'll just go with 25. Value is wild. Oh, lordy. Okay. Oh, this sucks. Having giggling here is real bad.
You can just use some logs and pump the value on those up if you want.
Yeah. It's probably... Oh, wait, if I do
Might be
that...
best.
Oh, no. What I can do. I only have these two to work with. Value is wild. First street. 20, so 22. If I do this, I get a straight, and I get another straight. Aha! Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Me and this cupcake, how's it going? I'm hitting the win button right now. Man, I'm getting no score from this. I'm just... Whoa! Plus 3 yellow flowers. You notice there's a distinct difference between the blooms. As you watch insects buzz from flower to flower, you notice they leave a trail of slightly more pinched-looking specimens. The pollinated ones will likely close up and be shriveled by morning. With this knowledge, you pick 3 healthy, unpollinated beauties. Fun fact, Colesman. It never shows up in any engineering job events. Fun!
New dating profile term, unpollinated beauty.
Unpollinated beauty.
Shut up.
Shut up. Okay, that was 1 month exploring. Pollen. Dad, I swear to God, if you keep dying, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Paul in, Paul out.
Don't fear, we're already on our way.
Cool. Tammy flags you down as you pass through the lounge and presses a palm-sized lump of hard grain bread into your hand. Saved you some food, she says, a serious look on her face. Please keep your strength up, Celine. Oh no! Don't starve yourself, Tammy. That's the save. Here, I got you a present. Flowers on my birthday! How beautiful! Gives you a gigantic hug. Yay! I now have 53 with Tammy! Yippee!
You are the disciple of the Yay. There's nothing left for me to teach you.
You find Tammy in the common quarters. She's heavily absorbed in cleaning, balancing on a chair to dust high up on the walls. You always wondered who did all of the really thankless cleaning around the colony, and apparently the answer is Tammy. Tammy looks down at you as you approach and gestures to turn off her gear speak. Oh, hello, Selene, she says, pushing her bangs off of her face with a sweaty, harried smile. She's clearly been at this a while. I was just getting some cleaning done. Nothing like a shiny, clean room to take your mind off things, right? She grimaces, then seems to remember herself, covers it up with a giggle. It feels forced. Is something wrong, Tammy? What? Oh, no, of course not. Tammy assures you. She hops down off the chair and gives you a brief little squeeze. Gosh, that's so nice of you to ask. You fix Tammy with a look, and her smile falters. I mean, it's nothing, she says. I just, I overheard something I probably shouldn't have. She says, looking down at the ground. When I was getting something from the pantry, I overheard some of the adults in the kitchen talking about how the trippet stalks from the last harvest all had some, weird mold on them, and they had to throw out almost all of them. She tugs on her ear, miserable. If we ever run out of food, well... Tammy clenches her fist in her skirt. I just wish I didn't have to hear about all the bad things. Why can't things just be good and nice and not so scary all the time? Grown-ups have things under control. Tammy nods, resolute. Yes, there's nothing I can do about it anyway. I'm not as smart as Tangent or as strong as Anemone, but that's okay, because I'm really good at cooking and cleaning and taking care of babies and all the other things a colony needs to keep running. I just want to be nice and normal, Tammy blurts out. I wish people knew that I can hear them when they talk about scary things. Tammy sniffles and gives you a brave smile. Thanks for listening, Celine. I'm gonna go back to cleaning now, okay? You leave Tammy in the common area, continuing to avoid thinking about her fears through stress cleaning. Oh, Tammy. Baby. I'm going to the lounge. Oh yeah, I can visit the spa.
Hydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I am hydrated.
I'm high.
I'm
Hydrated.
high. I never looked at the art for this one. I love it. Barathlon champion.
Hydrate or die straight. Thank you, Cupcake.
Oh, my little guy. I gotta get another Tammy card.
Cow gained 4 inches of height and 3 points.
Mm-hmm. I want to forget something. It's probably one of the zeros.
Did you check the depot to see if there's anything new?
Oh, That's a good.
I don't know if there is, but just before you.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Visit Supply Depot. +5 to animals, +5 to all flushes. Superhero cape, cool jacket, draws 1 extra card. Once I get enough organizing, I definitely want to get the backpack, because that's just good to always have equipped.
Mhm.
I will relax in the lounge. You sit at the window and watch people hard at work in geoponics. You feel a little guilty putting your feet up when everyone else is working so hard, but who could blame you? The famine has you so stressed out. Maybe you could help out next week. You could join a foraging team and try to bring back some food, but next month. Can't summon the energy to do that right now. I'm not gonna forget Tammy's care, no!
I mean, there's an argument.
No!
Okay. There's also a fun fact that the things that you can forget when you relax are locked in at the month, like locked in by month. So once it changes to the next month, whatever it re-rolls what you could lose if you relax. But that roll is re-rolled if you use the spa forget feature. So if you try to relax and it like offers you 2 of your 5 cost cards, and you're like, oh, I don't want to forget either of those, you can reload, forget something at the spa, and then see if it gives you a cheaper free removal.
Right. Ooh, Red Riot grabs you.
Could T have saved him?
Ooh.
What'd you say?
Could T have saved him?
Could T have saved who? Red Riot?
Yeah.
Red Riot grabs you by the shoulders. Celine, you gotta help me, she says urgently. Mom keeps talking about how we're all gonna have to start having babies, and she gets this look about her. I don't want to have any scungy babies. Red Riot shudders with her whole body. Why do I gotta be in a girl body anyway? I'm tougher and stronger than lots of boys, and no one's telling them they gotta have babies. He may have saved him.
Scungy. Australian
Look, I know-
and New Zealand informal. Miserable.
know,
Sordid
that
or
is-
dirty.
Huh. I know
Sorry,
it's
Jess, I
not
didn't mean
good
to talk over you.
to play into the like tomboy stereotype, but damn. You can't just say shit like, oh, why'd I have to be in a girl body and not expect people to make jokes about it?
Here, take a cake on your birthday. Hey, this is a birthday cake? Thanks for remembering my birthday. Yay! Whew. You're okay, bud. You're okay, bud. You're okay. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be okay.
I think you need to actually breathe a little bit more while you're playing this game.
Yeah? Mars, I want to see how you feel about flowers. Mars clutches her stomach and acts faint. Just
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm starving. Did they see I'm literally wasting away here?
you would offer her a protein bar, but she'd probably just complain that she's been reduced to taking charity. So you just keep it to yourself. Here, take a flower. He holds the flower up to look at it.
A flower? A cheap gift, but I suppose it'll look good in my hair. Thank you.
Oh boy, rate fictional character Agumon 2006, which is notably not regular Agumon. Why is it always Digimon? Alright. Agumon 2006. That's the same character. You put belts on his hands and told me that that's not the same character. What is wrong with you? No. 0 out of 10. No.
He's also less wrinkly.
They made his skin tighter. Tell me lies about Mortician Commission. Mortician Commission takes place in the regular Epithet universe with its very good and not dumb world building. Trust.
Wait, is it an epithet campaign?
It uses epithets as like a magic system, but it is not in the. No, it's not. +3 animals, +2
Oops.
empathy. Me?
Whoops was excited when she was told she would be able to say epithets, but didn't realize what they were talking about.
What do you mean?
It's a dig, because an epithet is a well, I don't know. We usually use it as part of a two-part phrase, like racial epithet. But I guess epithet, the word itself is neutral. It just means like it expresses a specific quality or characteristic.
I thought epithet was like a thing attached to somebody's name. Somebody's
I
epithet
mean, it can
is
be
like an
sometimes.
alias.
Like yeah, like Dirty Harry. His epithet is dirty.
Huh.
Does it
Or
mean
Red
words?
Rust.
I mean, yeah.
It means words. Whatever. I'm gonna research xenobotany. Oh, your work often overlaps with Tangent's work in the biochemistry and genetics lab, so it's not uncommon for her to pop by and ask questions about what you're working on, or for you to ask her for help for interpreting some test results. She's uncharacteristically animated whenever she gets to talk about science, almost like she's a whole different person. She even laughs sometimes. Don't you think it's so interesting how retumnant species resist being classified by any known taxonomy? She asks, peering into the root network you've sandwiched between clear pieces of clear glass. He stands up. It feels like everything is a little bit fungal, she says. Spores, fruiting bodies, mycelial networks, even in animals. Some animals here even photosynthesize. She nods excitingly. The division between plant, animal, and fungi is less strict here than it was on Earth. At the cellular level, many animal species have properties of plants and vice versa. He launches into an explanation of how high energy bonds store energy and require a metal catalyst, like iron in human blood and chlorophyll in green earth plants, but how the different hues of retumnant plants must mean they use an entirely unknown elemental catalyst, probably not even a metal at all. It's a little advanced for you, but Tang is very excited about it. She stops and takes a breath, winded by her own monologue. Zounds, Solane. If retumnant plants and animals share an elemental catalyst, and we found out what it is, we could learn so much about this planet. Are you stupid? No! I'm gonna help her advance her theory, because I'm not an idiot! You show Tangent what you've been working on.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no No, nothing.
Yeah. Listen,
There's nothing bad that can come from helping Tangent.
She is going to help the colony, trust. You show Tangent what you've been working on, all the samples and simulations, the results of scans and experiments. Incredible, Tangent says, going over your notes. We've been attempting to map the genomes of various samples in order to construct a phylogenetic tree, but we're at capacity already. Can I take this? Sure. Tangent, +1 helped Tangent. I don't like that that's a separate resource. Tangent smiles. Thank you, Selene. This is more helpful than I can say. The Chief Engineer Instance forwards you some kudos for sharing your research. I don't like that that's a separate resource.
I'm sure there's nothing bad about anything the game is tracking.
Incorrect. Think.
Big stinky.
26, 24. Oh. Oops. There we go. How would I go about... I'll just win. Oh, that was the max. Cool. Plus, I got the biology and the organizing perk. Let's go! Oh, I forgot Vertumnalia was coming up. The yearly midsummer celebration when the colony gives thanks for its good fortune. Well, it would be, but as you file into the main square, you can't help but notice that the feast table is nearly empty. What Anne lacked in resources, she made up with care. The dishes are lovingly plated. Soy cakes glisten, steam rises from buns stuffed with mince, and there's a great pitchers of vegetable broth rendered out from even the most inedible food scraps. There's a neat stack of sugar cubes for dessert. Whole sugar! What a luxury! And an underwhelming feast. That'll be the highlight. Governor Unicott's welcoming speech this year is short. Her frail body trembles as she welcomes you all to Vertumnalia with a dry, whispery voice that has to be helped off the stage. Like all of you, she's been feeling the effects of the famine. Oh wow, not even a speech? Lamp from Pizza Game line. Hell no, participation is for joiners. Everyone clears away the chairs for the annual competition. Which one do you participate in this year? This time, talent show yet again. You and Mars report to the stage for the talent show competition. This is nowhere to be seen. Mars frowns, looking around as if he's lying in wait.
Oh, boo, she grumbles. He always made me look good. If it's just you, I'm only the best at it too.
Whoa! Mars has been working on her speechcraft. This year she gives a speech inspired by great leaders of Earth, linking their philosophies into a sort of mega-theory about how the greatest works of human history have come from overcoming our greatest struggles, through ingenuity and cooperation. She can't help herself from drawing parallels to the current famine, the failure of colony leadership to prepare for it, and how the Council clearly needs newer, younger voices to be able to imagine the future. The Council isn't impressed by that part. Because it's Mars, the climax of the speech resolves with inspirational music and fireworks. It's very exciting.
Fireworks. You could have eaten that black powder.
Eat the gunpowder, it's good for you. There has been 2 times where we have asked Tang not to become a fascist, so yeah, no problems with helping Tangent. This time, I'm going to do a comedy routine. I'm so funny. Doink.
There you go.
Great. It might be worth it to just save this and just do like 3, 4. Oh wait, this doesn't. Right. Do this, because then I can save this to up a 0 or something.
It's good thinking.
I'm gonna do that. Okay. Value's wild. That's pretty good. There's also this. 3, 4, 5. That's even better, yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh. Getting phone notifications. 25. Okay. This is probably gonna be really... Cal's strength, plus 1 to do. Okay. Whew. Still have a yellow flower left. Whew. +3 creativity and +5 kudos. Do y'all even know what the max creativity buff is?
Do you want to know?
No, I'm just curious if y'all know. Okay. Jess, do you know?
It's pretty busted.
Nope.
I don't. I expect a lot into brain rather than
Very
social.
you.
Yeah, I know.
Check out the big brain on Jess.
Did you also have a high friendship with Tangent?
No.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
I went the Mars route.
Ah.
But somehow was still brainy and strong.
Mars's act was a tough one to follow, but the talent show is judged by audience applause. Given how tired and hungry everyone is, your lighthearted and irreverent comedy routine is what the people really want. Oh yeah, popular. Yippee! Mars looks miffed at the snub, but shakes your hand.
Yes, Jess.
Sorry. Okay. Geniuses are rarely appreciated in their time.
After the festivities, the whole colony takes a few days off for break. Well, except for geoponics and foragers and the kitchens. and everyone who uses the break from their usual work to help out in the places that didn't close. Okay, it's not really a break, but you try and take it easy anyway. Okay. Alright, I now have the perks. Collectibles respawn faster, and more slots are filled. Ooh! Very good. Equip an additional gear! Let's go! Doink. So what I'll do is I'll have this on whenever I'm not expeditioning, but when I go expeditioning, I'll have this on.
You're gonna be popular.
Oh, lookout duty. What does this do? +3 perception. Yeah, that checks out. I'm still starving, so I think I might just go expedition more. Tammy's helping one of the children learn to read on her hollow palm. 30 stars in sky, shine bright at night. Wonderful, you're doing great. He looks up at you and smiles. Hello, do you need something? Yay. There will be time for empathy later, I say, lying. There will never be time for anything.
That's a very dark sentence all on its own, isn't it?
There will be time for empathy later.
There will be time for empathy later.
Yeah. 10 events remaining, 7 collectibles remaining, boss event remaining. Oh.
And the boss, you got the boss event remaining for the plains too. Forge is the valley is difficult, but it is the most rife with food events.
Yeah.
Plains, I think, only has one food event in the whole area.
All right.
And you already found the food events in nearby.
Let's go. I'm loving this game so far. Most of it is children in situations. The following program has situations that may not be suitable for minors. Oops, forgetting to take deep breaths. How about that? Ooh, a curious freaky blocks your path. It's acting strange. It keeps scurrying up trees and hanging upside down to get a different angle to look at you, then dropping down when you try to pass underneath. Oh, it may be small, but it's at least attempting to be intimidating. That must mean something. It's not interested in your pet Freaky, it's interested in you. Even Horge looks unsure and hides between your legs. Bravery. Oh, that's a really bad card to get locked into the far right slot.
It's not too bad.
No, because this one doesn't unlock until round 3.
Yeah. It's not great. But if you keep one of your zeros, which it looks like you will, you can put your 0 in that.
Mm-hmm.
I would, I don't know.
This is a rough one.
I would definitely keep the red 0.
Yeah, because then I can put that there.
Mm-hmm. We need a breathe reward along with the hydrate. Yeah, real.
Do that when you tell me to.
Two days and 2 hours until fuck you, Baltimore.
Truly. That's way more. Alright, I need to get 27. I've done that before. This is real bad. I can just win. Alright, yeah. 33. Woohoo! Plus 2 kudos, plus 1 bravery. The Riki runs up your leg. It's a giant spider thing. It's got weird tentacles, and get it off! The urge to dance around and shake it off is almost uncontrollable, but you manage to keep your cool. The Riki tastes you with its tentacle feeler legs, but doesn't look interested in causing you harm. It pokes at your backpack, trying to get in, then gives up and scurries off.
What do you have equipped right now?
Plaz Cutter and Riki.
Oh, okay, I was saying, make sure you got the Riki because you get the skill bonus.
Yep. Cards with gems. Cards. This one's really good, but like...
Okay, I finally finished it.
The show 4.
Yeah. Get this bastard out of my sight.
You find a trippet. A large, tasty, plant? Kind of? You've heard it's sort of like an animal, too. Like a lot of creatures on Vertumna, kind of defies classification. Whatever it is, it's huge! It's practically taller than you are. Harvest some stalks. Start breaking off the freshest and youngest looking shoots. Plant shutters. Analyze that shutter. 5 kudos. 63. Oh, lordy. 12 is not a bad start. Get a good straight. No such thing.
Does such a thing exist? Damn it, same joke.
Yep. I knew it was coming.
Four more like chauffeur? No. There weren't any cars in World 4.
Boom. Really, this isn't super goal. I guess because I used an item. Cool. Chauffeur. More like chauffeur. So true. I'm looking at the art. Whoa! Yellow.
I learned to do some fancy lighting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Chromatic aberration, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Except Clip doesn't have any, so I had to do it myself.
I think you should post it in the server as well if you did. You did
Sure.
already? Oh no.
I did.
that
I
was- that
posted it
was-
in.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Rian.
I don't want to post over Rian, so I'll wait a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do. Okay. Yeah, this plant is alive and sentient like an animal. It's definitely not happy that you're ripping its limbs off. It's hard to tell if it's in pain, really. But hey, it's comfort at least. All the same. Stop. Yeah, no, something about what you're doing just feels wrong. You make a note on your map of where it is, but oddly you never find it again. Because it's got legs. Your path is blocked by a massive 8-legged xenofauna, something between a spider and squid and a bear. It's in a rage, grunting furiously and bashing itself against trees and rocks at random. You duck and hide as it glares in your direction. It's breathing heavy and dozens of eyes gleaming with madness. It's the same soft pink and purple you recognize from the multi-legged Vriki that live in this area, but so much larger. Could this be a related species? Its gaze drops from you to your pet freaky George, who chitters and runs up to it, waving its grasping tentacles. The gigantic creature huffs and leans down to sniff it, its rage forgotten. Oh! But then I get animals. I'm gonna let
Up to you.
I'm gonna not let that. It might eat it, actually. I'm gonna sing to it.
Who knows?
It might eat it. Card becomes a 3. Okay.
Hold up. Bats, do you want to elaborate on that statement?
I'm not saying anything about show 4 that will make me owe Jess money. They are pretty, it's true. Yet again, wishing reverse straights were a thing.
Yeah, I don't I don't get why not. But I didn't play. Maybe it's a feature from the inspiration game.
What is the inspiration game?
I posted the fun fact about what games they based the card game off of. It was called Creature Card Idol. There was a Steam card game called Creature Card Idol that apparently was an inspiration to the Northway team when they were
Oh.
developing the card placement minigame.
Fun.
Maybe it's a feature of that you can only do it in a single direction.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't know the rules to a lot of different poker playing card games, so maybe those also have like an ordering thing.
Yeah.
I never got into poker.
Oh, right, yeah.
I had to pull up my research doc because I forgot the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I haven't posted a fun fact in chat in a minute. A lot of them, I'm sad to say I can't post yet because they're about stuff that happens later or people you meet later.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Not good. Very not good.
What was that? Something just fell off my desk and made a very serious thump that I cannot identify for the life of me what fell.
Oh no.
Big ghost bug.
At least it's just 10 stress.
You should really try and avoid stress if you can, because you want to get further in
Yeah.
expeditions.
These nuts.
Thank you, Bats, for the gift sub. You, instead of sending $5, you gifted a sub. Thank you. God damn it.
That way the joy is spread around.
This is what I mean by I'm trying actively not to get paid. Whoops.
Yeah.
I have to beat Bass off with a broom.
No, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to take the stress.
Yeah.
It's only 10.
It's only 10, that's fine.
Only 10. Could have gotten 26. Which still would not have been enough. The physical version of the card magic minigame is available for $15. Whoa! This is a strange approach, but you've seen it in the vids. Sometimes music can soothe the savage beast. You sing a lullaby and the great beast looks at you with curiosity. Eventually its eyes drift closed and it settles down, tucking its many legs underneath it. Must have been very tired to begin with, like a toddler who skipped their nap. Leave it. You leave the creature and move on.
Right.
Egg!
And apparently that $15 is like at cost. So very cheap for, small limited print custom card game. It's only one player, which I was hoping, I don't know. I really like the Slay the Spire board game, which introduces co-op gameplay to a game that's usually single player. So part of me wishes Exocolonist had popped off enough that they could have spent time on developing that. But I also get it. And also, I still have the Slay the Spire board game.
Oh, fun! You come across another squeeger hive, an intensely gravid hive queen and her hundreds of wiggling grubs rooted here just like any other tree. This one seems calm. You're able to approach close enough to smell the sweet tang of her royal jelly. Time. +2 bonus to straights!
I wish I'd saved my joke so I could have made it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Just looking at that, I was just like, yeah, that's good. Plus one if this has the highest value. That's not. Plus one to a card's change suit red. That would get it to 4, which would still not be the highest, so I'm not gonna bother.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Wait, why did you... I guess you're not supposed to get that card till later?
What card?
The, embarrassing lesson card.
Perchance? Huzzah! In that case, actually, I can just do this. Booyakasha. Whew! +2 kudos, -1 stress, +1 animals. Yippee! +10 kudos. Calm Hive Queen has only a rudimentary danger sense. Squeeger hives can be very defensive when they sense danger to their young, but it's so long as you don't set off the workers of the larvae, you're free to walk right up to her. You gently avoid hurting any of the babies as you scrape her copious honey into a collector. More food! Primary inspiration in the Princess Maker games, and a classic science fantasy novel title. Ah! Spent some time.
John Carter, if anyone saw that, the 2012 film, is adapted from A Princess of Mars.
Ooh, fun. You've spent some time working in geoponics, so you know your way around a plant or two. Walking through this area, you notice something different about it. The bare ground feels bouncy, like a trampoline, and the plants all look weirdly stunted. Not a lot can stifle nature here, so it's honestly a little weird that there's no grasses or mosses growing here.
Yes, you got the event.
I will notice the unusual biodiversity. All the plants in this clearing are oddly stunted, and there are very few grasses or weeds, as though something has sucked all the nutrients out of the soil. Or wait, is this even soil? You kneel and take a closer look, more like a dense moss or coral, maybe. You press a hand into the moist, squashy substance. It smells sweet and starchy, like cake. It blankets the ground here in a thick sponge-like layer, swallowing up everything it touches. Gross, but it smells so good. You dig up a large chunk of the sponge cake up to bring back to geoponics. Further analysis is needed, but you have a good feeling about this one. Fun.
I'll say that's a very good event.
Good. You come across not just one freaky, but a whole swarm of them. Mostly just baby ones, about the size of your head. They're all find my soil. They're all amassed around a massive tree, scurrying up and down the trunk. When you see the tree itself underneath the swarm, you notice it's the same pale pink as the baby Riki. Its tentacle-like roots meander a fairly large distance before plunging into the ground. Oh no! I'm not going to fight them. When the Viki see you approach, they get
Punch the
agitated.
baby.
They look hungry, definitely hungry, like dozens of hungry, grapefruit-sized furry pink spiders, the stuff of nightmares. Pet Horge doesn't seem scared at all. Dang, I didn't have enough bravery. Chat, what are we thinking? Do we fight him?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, I think you should fight them. But if you want to take the role playing more seriously, I respect that you aren't going to.
No. Hmm.
You will get more stress. I can't tell if you get more stress or you just won't actually be able to complete this event. Was there? I wasn't watching. Was there a dialogue choice before you got to this prompt?
No.
Okay, then I think that means the find another route is backing away. So you can explore somewhere else if you want to. I'm reasonably certain. All right, we're
I'm
fine.
gonna do it.
Punch the baby.
Punch the baby. That looks good to me.
Punch my lady. Punch my lady.
Card. Pretty good. I value cards.
Okay, Slenderman, find my pages.
What, you thought I was gonna make a joke? No, Slenderman is gay.
Big Brennan Lee Mulligan. Defying stereotypes of North Dakotans.
Mhm. What would be the best option? I want to get big. I didn't need it to win, but I want to get big. If I wanted to get really big, I could play red on here, but I'm not going to waste the resources. Kudos in combat. Well, that wasn't so hard. You smack a couple of them to the ground, and the rest scuttle up to the bows and hide there. You puff your chest out bravely and walk on. New perk! Extra card draw. Oh! Oh! That's real good! No! It's right there!
It's so close, but you're not getting it.
It's a good thing you have a helmet with a filter. It's not perfect though, it doesn't help visibility.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Reload. Okay. You don't have to reload, but I was gonna say there are stress reduction events on each map. Have you gotten any of them yet?
no.
We're in the valley.
There's no other way
Okay,
to get through here, by the way. I've been through all the paths available to me.
No, I'm saying you already did the big Xenofauna event, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't let it sniff Freaky?
No. Well, I did let it sniff. No, I sang a song.
Okay. If you'd let it sniff, it would, just for future.
I would have
it's a
gotten a stress reduction. Okay.
Did you
I'm gonna
get-
keep playing. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Trying to be helpful.
I appreciate it, but it's fine. Okay. Pollen clouds eventually shift, and you're able to see through glimpses of the path through. It looks clear. What?
I forgot I hadn't muted yet.
Ah. Time to stroll through. Huh. No problem this time. Dang. Well. All good. +2 perception, +2 biology. Hooey! Late dust. What do I have in my inventory?
Me joining stream is very much like me joining you when you're driving. I will continue to backseat no matter what.
Just
I'm here. I was looking at the screen. I'm conserving energy, Dis says from his perch on top of a rock outcropping overlooking the forest. Humans aren't used to going hungry. In the wild, animals die of hunger all the time. Keeps the food balanced. He rubs his nose. Maybe we're just supposed to die here. It's not so bad. It's what we deserve.
take this
If it's what
egg.
we deserve.
You'll find somebody to do it. Yo, Dis, check out
Talks
this
about
egg.
how they're actively, talks about how they're actively starving. Gives food. Oh, thanks, I guess.
Yo, check out this egg. Do we want to relax on the walls? I think I
You
will.
want to hang out with Cal so bad?
I do want to hang out with Cal so bad.
Oh, don't
this-
forget you get a free stress reduction for giving Cow cakes if you get cakes.
Yeah. This is.
That's not backseating. You already knew that.
Yeah, I know. This doesn't give me. Relaxing in the park does not give me friendship with Cal anymore.
Did it previously?
Yeah, because relaxing in the lounge gives me friendship with Tammy. Oh well, I'm gonna get my Tammy friendship then. It's hard to concentrate on relaxing when you're hungry. There's nothing to take your mind off your empty stomach, so you just spend a lot of time napping and just try to ignore it. Can't help but think there's something else you should be doing. The engine's focus just kind of feels meh. +1 if it has the highest value, but it's very low value, so...
Yeah. Starting next year, most of your cards should be at least 3 value, so it's very rarely going to get a bonus.
Mm-hmm. Cal and the park had a fight. They're not talking right now. Thank you, Purple.
I was gonna say, like, did the plants say something? But I guess they can if they're on Vertumna.
Literally, be careful. Don't make jokes. Alright.
I'm gonna pull these weeds. Dang, these weeds got hands.
I think I want to research xenobotany just because, like, I would be researching the sponge cake, right?
I believe
I
so.
think
yeah.
so.
Research xenobotany. You've been studying the sponge cake you found out in the Valley of Vertigo in that oddly squishy trampoline ground. As you suspected, it is a type of fungus. The analysis bench tells you it contains edible starches. Once dried and processed with a maturing agent, acidic sparge snow would work with nicely. It would make a wonderful flour. The challenge now is how to cultivate it. It multiplies quickly, and you've seen how it stops anything else from growing near it. Ask permission from my ma. No, absolutely not, she says. Damn. You could read her lines. I just...
Oh yeah, sorry. Get that out of here before it contaminates the crops. We all know how the pixie bean experiment turned out. I know you studied the sponge cake, but I'm still not sure about it.
I'm sure this is safe. I checked. Show her your research. Mom rubs her face.
I know, you're a real chip off the old block, aren't you? You probably have the whole genome mapped already. Fine, let's find a place for it.
Plant the sponge cake in a special field, quarantine on the other side of the geoponics dome from the rest of the crops. By the end of the month, you can already tell that it's taken root and will start producing viable food soon. You should get your first harvest during pollen, when the sponge swells up and is at its sweetest. 5 colony food! Let's go! Many of the earth crops grow through dust and need to be harvested before wet. This means the colony has more food available year-round. It's gonna be an incredible boon! I'm doing it!
You remember that you can check the colony food status in the depot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna check it after I did this. First collectible use is free. Woo! Goal is only 23.
You can just use a
Good.
log.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you also get a free log.
I think I just get, like... I do... Oh, wait, no, yeah. Yeah. I'll just...
You could
Or you sell.
turn
I'm
the
using one.
red 2 into a red 3 with the cow thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Or I could do this.
2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, nice. And then
Just
just
boost
a free log.
free log on this. Doink. Oh, wait.
Now that gets you a thing.
Wahoo! 2, 3, 4, 5, baby! Yippee!
It ended up being the same score because it broke the color straight.
Drax.
Still fun, still cute.
+4 to biology, +3 organizing, +1 cow, +32 kudos. Woo!
Yeah.
Big money. I've gotten so much food. All right, mid-wet.
Xenobotany right now is your most kudos generous.
Do the notice board. Colony food shortfall, negative 10%. That's not too bad. Colony security rating, 10% red. Ugh. If you can see a basket, you can be on a foraging team. Come see me. Head of Expeditions Utopia.
Or are we reading this? Okay.
Or why not?
Or me.
The
Chief
gates will be closed, or
Chief Cultivator
sorry.
Fluorescent. Go on.
the gates will be. No, just interrupt me. Fine. That's Rhett's thing, apparently. The gates will be closed during glow, and a strict curfew will be in place. Plan accordingly.
Security Officer Rhett. Current Council Administration. All this is the same. Work in the depot. Deliver supplies. I can feel Jess tugging at the back of my shirt, just like you want to hang out with Mars so bad.
I don't. I want you to do whatever makes you happy.
Okay. Well,
Jess actually respects the decision to no backseat.
I don't.
I,
I'm
on the other
secretly
hand-
fuming on the inside, but I'm dedicated.
secretly fuming.
Well, then I respect your decision.
I respect it.
I, meanwhile, want to grab her and shake her and be like, "What do you mean you went on an expedition with over 50 stress?" Not
Yeah.
not this one, but
Yeah, I did that previously. It's true. Honestly, doing it with high stress now would probably be the best choice, because I only had a
Always-
few events remaining.
Yeah, this one is not me backseating. This is just common sense. But save before you do the big yellow exclamation mark event.
Mm-hmm.
Just because some of those boss events will automatically send you home.
I see.
So if you do it, but some of them give you, I won't tell you which ones, some of them give you stress reduction. So sometimes it's better to do it at the very end and then go straight home. So that way you don't get the plus 15 stress from having done an event.
Yeah. A herd of float cows are grazing nearby. You watch them peacefully bob along, occasionally releasing streams of urine or clouds of helium to maintain a steady height. This is a very hard animals challenge.
Do you have your thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Try to milk one.
If there was there a collectible nearby you could pick up before you go into this?
There was I picked it up. It was a
Okay, cool.
yellow flower.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Hydrate. Hydrated. Thank you very much. Try to capture one. I will do it. 84.
Oh god.
Plus 5 bonus though to red pears.
Oh.
That's huge. That's
The physical red pairs. 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. Oh, so I need to get reds that are the same. Fortunate that I do not have. Well, in that case, I'll save my red 3, because I have a ton of red things that could be red 3s. We'll just go for pure value with this.
it's not a bad start for round 1.
Okay. Red 3. Fuddruckers! Okay.
Play around with it.
Yeah.
What you could do is, so the 2 in the leftmost pane, and then do 2, 3, 4 from there, and then put the red 3, and that'll become a 5 because it has a gem.
Oh.
The 4
Oh wait,
won't
no,
be a
yeah,
4, though.
no. First or last
Oh,
pane.
yeah. That's right.
Rat. Good idea though. That would have been real.
Although you could stick a log on it.
Could stick a log on it, but that seems like kind of a waste when I can get similar value.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I can get more value like this. 39. Oh boy.
Yeah.
There's no red pears. Ugh.
Well, you can make red pears. It just uses items, which isn't ideal, but like,
And I don't have...
you have a log.
Oh, wait, I can make a red pear right here.
You might want to stick that 5 in there.
Yeah. Right here.
Or you could use the... Yeah, they could do that. That gets the stress down by 10.
Oh, or do this.
And then change the 3.
Or do you want to do that to the red card? Because that'll still make it a straightaway, just with a higher value. Or a 2 of a color.
If I do this, then I can get... If I just do...
You could put the 5 there and put a flower on it. With the yellow 4 too.
I could double flower. If I do, like...
You're getting... Don't forget you're getting a big point bonus from the red pear, so I wouldn't change the suit.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
I wouldn't change the number if you could avoid it.
What are you saving your red 5 for?
I wasn't saving it, I just... Air is big. So...
Swap a... And then...
You could put a yellow flower on the one in the rightmost pane, and that would still get you the like yellow pear. It's not a straight, but
I'm getting a lot from the straight, though.
yeah.
So... What I'm thinking is just throwing a yellow flower on this.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh, okay. Why not on the? Oh, so you could get the straight.
Yeah, straight and then yellow. Because straights are really good, especially with the Freaky.
Yeah.
Especially when you get Freaky with it.
So right now you would get 30 stress from this event.
Yeah. I could put... No, that would make the straight shorter.
Man, if only we had a Xeno egg, that would have made this challenge easy peasy.
Yeah.
Because we could have changed something to make a red pair. We just had a bad draw where we got none of our fucking red cards.
Yeah, really unlucky. None of our red cards with the same value. Because, like, if we look at our reds, we have, like, 2 2s, 4 2s. Yeah, we got a lot of repeats.
You could have a lot of
notably, I have
5s.
4 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Rough.
I know it's a
You
typo,
could reset-
but the pepperoni in chat is making me laugh.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Or you could reset and walk around to try and find a crystal gem to redraw your hand.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna...
Okay. I respect that you don't use the save feature very much, even though it's definitely intended as part of the game, I think.
I want to get that float cow. Ooh! Eventually you pick
Got
out...
the cow.
You got another float cow card. I already had that one. Eventually you pick out one young female that looks undurfed and moves more slowly than the others. She seems like an outcast. The others won't let her eat, and they keep chasing and
Undurfed.
harassing her.
Durf.
Undurfed.
Sound it out.
Underfed.
Ah,
There you go.
I like undurfed more, so I'm gonna keep saying it as undurfed. She should be easier to catch, and as undurfed as she is, maybe easier to tame. Undurfed.
The whole colony right now is a little undurfed.
Yeah, we're all a little undurfed. You get a lasso around her and hold her down while she whinnies in terror and release her piss ballast to try to get away. You're in the blast radius, but you hold firm. You're able to bob her along behind you all the way back to the depot. Well, howdy,
Water
Utopia
weight?
says. When you bring...
Water weight? Nah, that's my piss ballast.
Yeah. When you bring in the float cow in. What do we have here? Why, you're a real cowpoke, Elaine. I'm a mite jealous. He inspects the tired float cow. She's looking a little under the weather, Utopia proclaims. Here's hoping we can nurse her back to health back on the ranch. I'll take her back myself. You can come see her any time in Geoponics. Whew. Doctor was worried about my BMI, but I tried to explain it was just piss ballast. And an absolutely enormous tree forms part of the path here. Its roots cut natural stairs into the path, and its magnificent canopy of large, flat leaves completely blocks out the sky. They arch overhead almost to the ground on the other side. Walking under it is like going through a tunnel, and the tunnel is dark and gloomy, unseasonably cool, and filled with the whispering of leaves. You get the sense that something is aware of your presence. Climb up it? Whisper back. I'm gonna climb up it. You climb up onto the one of the big flat leaves, surprised they can actually support your weight. Neat! You get high enough out of the fog to see the whole area. It's very pretty, but nothing else happens. Yellow flower.
New stressed portrait. Because you're teen.
Yes.
Forgot to save.
The dog if. You're alone, exploring an unmapped area of the Valley of Vertigo. The pollen is thick here, and your air filter's overworked. A warning light has been flashing orange for the last 10 minutes. But there are plants here that you've never seen before. Flowers with intense rainbow hues and strange lumps of fungal matter which can pulse as if they're breathing. You cut some samples. Utopia will totally give you extra kudos for these. Pollen is especially thick up ahead, deep and shimmering with color. Everything here seems to dance with tiny flecks of reflected light. It's kind of magical. Press forward. Oof, you push forward into the suffocating pink fog. It's so thick you can only see a few meters ahead. You go follow the glimmering towards where it is densest. Come upon a glade filled with what seem to be strange topiaries. They loom out of the glittering fog, each in the shape of an animal. They're all formed with the same spongy, glittering pink substance and dotted with finger-length fungal growths. You're so distracted you almost fall into a large hole in the center of the glade. Check for danger. You've seen plant-like animals before. Are these topiaries actually predators waiting for you to get close? You watch them be carefully from the edge of the glade. They're completely still, not breathing. There are no life signs. Good. Take a sample of the fungus. +1 shimmer cure! Whew! As you bend down to take a sample, you realize the dense shining haze is coming from the topiaries. The fog is seeping out of holes at the end of each fungal growth. You break off a few of the growths into a collection vial. You remember helping Tang for extra credit in biology class. She said that the shimmer, the seasonal illness that affects her dad and pollen, is some kind of colonizing fungal growth. Be related? Your envirosuit beeps a louder warning. Inspect the topiaries. The topiary you chose is a large dog-sized quadruped which appears to be kneeling. It's far too lifelike. As you get close, you realize with growing revulsion that this was once a living creature, now encased or transformed entirely into sparkling pink fungus. Dead. The more you think about it, the more you're sure this is related to the shimmer. And I'm not gonna look into the hole! Whew! As you turn to leave, your filter light begins flashing red and an alarm sounds inside your helmet. You realize with horror that you've been in the dense pollen too long. You start sneezing as the sparkling dust seeps into your breathing mask. It feels like tiny knives in your sinuses and a heavy choking pain in your lungs. You lurch back towards the checkpoint, barely able to breathe. Your helmet is so clogged that you don't think air is getting in at all. You can see it clearly as if seeing a vision. If you take your mask off, surely you'll be able to breathe better. Something in your terrified brain clings to this idea. If you just take off your mask and breathe in the pollen, you'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Keep that junk on. Do not go gently into that pink night.
Trust the pollen.
I will not trust the pollen. You're hyperventilating.
Yeah, you should go out into the valley, actually.
You can't get enough oxygen
Take off
through
your
your
mask
clogged
and go out.
filter. Darkness closes in the edges of your vision until you're seeing the world as if it were through a long tunnel. As you near
You
the
should
checkpoint,
snort the plants.
Utopia runs out to help you. You instinctively turn back, unthinking, wanting to turn to the fog, to those strange statues. You collapse in her arm. Ooh, several days later, you wake. You don't remember much, just a great choking heaviness in your lungs, and the world swallowing you up and closing over your head. You have snippets of conscious thought from the last few days, but it's hard to tell if it was a dream. Oh, it feels like you had a fever once. Hot and sticky, achy all over like you've been boiled alive. You're still terribly weak, and there's a pain in your chest that like someone has been sitting on it. It takes all your energy just to breathe. You'll live, but your body took a serious hit, and you may never be quite the same. Heal by relaxing.
Oh no! It ended the expedition.
Dang.
Ugh. What's your food level at?
We'll find out.
It's at,
Yeah.
It was at -10, which is pretty good.
Yeah, and I got one food while I was out, so... You're surprised when
Did
you
you?
wake up. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
You're surprised when you wake up this morning and your mom and dad are both still in your quarters. Usually they're gone long before sunrise. You pull back the curtain and they look over at you with big smiles.
Oh, sorry. Selene!
Mom says, cradling a mug of blep tea in her hands as your dad rubs her feet.
Good morning.
Good morning?
Someone didn't hear the good news.
Mom replies cheekily.
We're announcing it later today, but guess what, kiddo? I think we're gonna be okay.
She chuckles at your sleepy, confused look.
A famine, she explains. We still need to do the work, but we pulled out of it. We got out of the spiral. We're gonna be okay. Between farming and foraging, we've secured enough food to make it through until harvest next year.
That's great! Your mom salutes you with her blep tea. She looks more relaxed than you've seen her for a year at least. Maybe since before you landed on Vertumna. Your dad sighs happily. I'm already looking forward to dinner. I haven't really cooked in ages. What should we have, Selene? Mom should choose. That's right. It was her hard work that saved the colony. Your mom chooses a great big platter of roasted vegetables, peppers, onions, corn. It's sweet and a little spicy and so delicious. You and your
We're
parents...
getting a divorce.
After the good news, by the by, we're getting a divorce. You and your parents cook a private meal in your kitchenette. Your dad does most of the work, but you help. When you sit down for a quiet family dinner, you realize this is the first time you've done this and you can't even remember how long. You talk about your day in the most mundane way possible. It's so pleasantly normal. You don't even get close to cleaning your plate since your body isn't used to something. But that's okay. Eat slowly and savor it. Every bite is heaven, made even better knowing that you had a real impact on the colony's future. Whew! We did it!
I just realized your dad's got that aqua fresh mint flavor hairdo.
Yeah.
He does.
I saved the colony!
What pony is that from My Little Pony that's got that same colors?
All I had to do was get gravely injured. 10%, 0% colony food supply.
Yeah, good job.
We're not at a deficit anymore.
And do you want to go do something about your shimmer cure thing?
Yeah. Do I go to biology or do I go to research xenobiology?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Because I don't want you to. Okay. Go to engineering.
Ah.
You want to try and fish for an event with Chief Engineer Instance.
So go to engineering?
So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take some reasoning.
Believe so.
It's been a while since you've taken a physics class. You wonder who they got to teach it after Professor Hal died. He was the teacher back on the ship. Who could possibly replace him? Congruence is waiting placidly for class to begin.
Oh, Selene. Hello.
Says as you take your seat.
It's been a while since you joined us to learn about the grand world of physics. Don't be surprised. I'm teaching this class now in Professor Hal's absence.
Congruence takes her place at the front of the class.
Today, we will learn about me. I'm the ship's onboard intelligence, but what does that mean? Does anyone have any questions for me?
How do you know so many things?
My brain is big, she explains. It's just enormous, really. Yeah, I'm so much smarter than you little human idiot. Much bigger than this little monitor you see here. And it's connected to the ship's holonet, so anything you can look up in your hologram, I just know.
What's your job?
Well, right now, part of me is showing animal videos to children in the creche, and part of me is here teaching you. But most of me is monitoring the engines which give us power, and the life support systems that make it comfortable in here.
Do you have to eat and poop? She laughs, which has never sounded quite the same as a real person's laugh to you.
I guess you could say I eat electricity, but not in the same way you get energy from food. But no, I have never pooped. I think it sounds kind of neat, actually.
Very fun.
Ruins?
Very fun that this is something you are asking as a 14-year-old, because this is definitely like the baby event, because I've never been to engineering,
Yes.
not once. Congruence explains that she had to do all kinds of calculations to help the ship fly and land it, and that she was designed to provide a user-friendly interface to the ship's systems.
But Hal modded me to be far more than that, she says proudly. Now I can even tell jokes. Why did the computer cross the road?
I don't know. Why?
I'm not reading that shit.
I love her.
So I pulled up my save that was about this point, because I forgot that because you didn't do any engineering events, some of the early engineering events might be taking priority right now.
Uh-huh.
So if we don't get an event after this, you might want to reload the autosave and go to Xenobotany instead, because there might be an event there that will prime the Chief Engineer instance event.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry for the backseating, but the sequencing of these time-sensitive events can sometimes be a little weird if you didn't focus on a specific stat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's the save button.
You can save now if you want to, because you got the max thing. And then if we can't figure it out, we can just try and do it next year.
Yet again, glow after engineering. Because if this doesn't, if the event doesn't proc in xenobiology, then
The wet 3 one.
yeah.
What does proc even stand for?
Good question.
I don't know.
I hear Swamp say that so often, and I don't know what it means.
PROC is an acronym for Programmed Random Occurrence.
Oh, okay.
So basically, like we all know it kind of means if
Activate.
it happens.
Activate.
But I never thought about what does it actually stand for. Is it like Riz, where it's a shortening, or is it an acronym?
Oh, it's
Okay.
like charisma, right?
Yeah.
Okay, xenobotany. You report to work in the genoponics laboratory, bringing along the sample of weird spongy purple-pink stuff you found in the fog cloud in the Valley of Vertigo. You know, that time you almost died? Hard to forget that. Your chest still hurts when you move too fast. Your dad is very interested in your sample. He has you analyze it right away. Scrutinizing your sample under the microscope and then with the spectrometer, you compare the spores to known substances. You determine it shares a chemical compound seen in fungi with psychotropic effects. It could make people hallucinate. Oh, your dad says. That explains some things. You think about those creatures, those topiary covered in this stuff. They were all grouped together in the same place by that weird hole. Did the fungus make them go there? But why? Take a look at these, your dad says, sending you an archive on your holopalm. He's kept detailed records of the air quality, humidity, and temperature spanning back almost to the day you landed here. There are even some actual air samples, preserved in vacuum-sealed tubes. You take a look, and sure enough, the spores are always present in the air here, and get much worse during pollen. Wait, could this be what makes your dad sick every year? Is it trying to colonize him? Like those creatures? Yes, this fungus must be the cause of the shimmer sickness. Looking for a way to neutralize it, you hit the archives again. You work at it for a few days, but identifying a compound and noticing a pattern is one thing. For the heavy science, you need help from Dr. Instance. This is the thing, I imagine.
Yeah, no, it's good we got this. Sorry, I was reading something.
This is strong work.
I don't know what voice they did first. We're going to do Professor Oak. Instant says, scrolling through your findings on our holopalm.
You say you gathered this sample yourself? That's impressive for someone your age.
He summons Tang to join you.
Summons Tang to join you.
Please get Tangent up to date on your research, she says. She'll take it from here. She has more of a mind for these things.
Sensing the shift in power balance, Tang blanches and looks at you apologetically.
Nobody knows better than me. Instant raises
Raises her head.
I'm not passing judgment on your abilities, she says placatingly. You clearly know this research well, and I can find nothing wrong with your methods. Still, something this important and dangerous should be done in more controlled conditions.
Tang has been scrolling through your research. This is good work, she agrees, but this is a medical problem, not a gardening one. We're already studying this shimmer, so just think of it as combining your research with ours. The corners of her mouth twitch up, the most of a smile anyone can usually get from Tang. I'd like to work with you. I'd like to work with you on this, actually. I can't believe you got all of this from just a sample. Instance nods, dismissing you both.
If you'd like, Selene, you can stop by the lab later to check on our progress.
Get to work!
Yeah, that's the event. That's good.
Woohoo!
I like that they put that back door in it, because I swear I remember in my previous playthroughs, I would sometimes get an event for that through engineering.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did also, because I did a lot of engineering in my playthrough.
Because you
Yeah,
were a
okay.
nerd.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Super goal!
For some reason, I thought it would be more important than it ended up being.
Ooh. +8 biology. Because super goal? Yes. Yes! Yes! I'm so smart!
All right, now we're in save. By the way.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're in glow.
4th glow for real. Hi, Des.
I'm sure nothing will happen.
This seems on edge, even more than usual.
I'm here. Just it's buffering. Something's coming, he says, checking his adventuring supplies. Can't you feel it? The forest is too quiet.
Oh, lordy.
Hey, Dis, we're all about to die. I dare you to eat this worm.
Red
While in
Riot.
this restricted area.
While in this restricted... God. Red Riot is in the middle of tying her mane of hair away from her face. Oh, hey, Selene, she says, hair tie between her teeth. About to go for a run, want to come? No, you should get inside, sweetie. I'm about to do the same. Just give me a second. There might be little trinkets on the ground. Up. Your mom gives you a stern look.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Be careful, she warns you. Now that we know for a fact it isn't safe out there during glow, I won't have you venturing close to the walls. Stay where I can see you, close to the ship.
I'm gonna tell her what I learned today. You've been so busy lately, the only way you're able to get all your work done is to multitask. Studying while you're eating, brushing your teeth to shower, listening to hollow novels while you're about to fall asleep. You have to double up everything. Kind of expect your mom to tell you to take it easy, but she just laughs and claps you on the back.
You're my kid, alright, she says. Just too much damn work, not enough hours in the day. I know how you feel.
Whew. The animation style of this game. Efficiently. Today, I wish to keep the children safe.
Sorry, no, that wasn't for you. I was reading something on my other screen.
Okay. Tammy's natural at this. You're constantly amazed at she. Temper. When you ask her how she does it, she just blushes and looks away, saying that it's not that impressive. There's only thing she's really good at. Tammy!
Oh.
Baby!
She's just like me for real.
You may want to put that blue 0 next to the card becomes 3. Oh, there you go.
I figured I could get more somehow, but... +6 empathy! Yes! Just a little more, and then I will have 50.
Feed me.
Alright, here we are. The roar wakes you. It would wake the dead. It shakes the walls, rumbles through the ship's hull, and makes your heart skip a beat. I have my plasma cutter equipped. You're paralyzed by a sudden clench of fear in your gut. Through your porthole window, you hear metal screeching and people shouting. Then another roar, guttural and rumbling like the sound of a mountain collapsing. Something enormous is out there. I'm going, baby. You don't know what gives you the courage, but you run out to the fields to face the horrible creature, face to holy shit. It has no face. In place of a face or even a head, its body just unzips, revealing a mess of writhing pink tentacles and blinking eyes, pocked with jagged, asymmetrical teeth. It stands on 4 enormously powerful legs, each as wide across as tree trunks. Clinging to its back and its thick slug-like tails are clumps of lichen that glow faintly in the night. The creature is nearly twice the height of a greenhouse. It's standing on top of a flattened one, the wreckage of lattice and plants all around. all around. Flickers of light from plas rifles and stun gloves light it from underneath, and the stench of ozone is thick in the air. You see Red Riot and her brother Calm darting in and around its legs with their twin shocks of red hair. The faceless creature lurches into another greenhouse, oblivious to the soldiers trying to run away. The monster left a trail of destruction from where it smashed right through the walls. Smaller creatures are pouring in the gap and heading towards... They're heading straight to command! Oh, lordy. You watch helplessly as the hordes of animals storm command, sneaking through torn-away panels and smashing through windows. It's too far away to hear the screams, but Governor Udicott is inside. You have to do something. Ooh. I'm not fighting it on my own because I'm not built for that.
What do you think? Do you think Red Riot and Calm can hold off on their own? Do you know if Udicott has anyone helping her?
Security Chief Rhett is probably like around. He's not with.
He could also be with Red Riot and Calm. It's unclear.
New save. Depending who dies, I may quit the game.
Sunny in chat, don't be a bitch, fight it. Okay, Sunny.
Okay, Sonny. Yeah, with
No,
my
just fight it.
with my
Nothing
30
bad'll happen.
combat, it's a great idea.
Nothing bad will happen.
I'm gonna help Red Riot and Calm. Oh, it's a hard combat challenge. Oh shit. You run towards Geoponics, picking up a handful of rocks as you cross through the barren fields. When Calm sees you, he gestures for you to flee. Get out of here, Solane, he says. You're gonna get yourself killed! You grip your rocks in defiance. You're sick of being told to hide like a child. Do you want to help? 70. That
Grip
is
your
not...
rocks. Where the fuck is our plasma cutter?
It's right there. True.
I know, but it's like you grip your rocks.
You grip your rocks. Oh. That's 6. Ah, Fuddruckers. Oh, I know, actually.
Are you literally just holding rocks?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Why?
I guess they wrote it that way because there's no guarantee you did any expeditions at this point.
It's true.
+1 for each cards. +1 for each gem on cards. This. Oh, this. Not the best. What I will do is Oh no, but then my gem doesn't activate. Oh, fudge.
That's higher than what you just had.
Yeah.
And then you can either redraw your hand next round if you can't get 31, or use a flower for free.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. +2 to cards with gems.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okie doke.
Oh, this sucks. I can't do a straight because of this.
You can make a 4-5-6, and by turning the bot into a yellow and giving it +1 with a flower.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put
Yeah, 4. Oh.
you could still get higher. What I was saying is put the 4, put the feast in the spot where antecedent is right now.
Well, good, then it gets this.
Then
this?
move sharing his carrot. Yep. And then use the flower on the botathon.
Ah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright.
I think that's the highest you could get.
Yep. 39. Whew, baby. You try your hardest, but even with the full force of the defense farm, squad, you can barely keep it contained near the farms. You dart in and around the battle, throwing rocks and making noise to keep the abomination's attention away from the rest of the colony. Its tentacles whip around, slapping the ground and knocking into people, picking them up and throwing their helpless bodies like dolls, only to be crushed under its massive trunk-like feet. The fields are littered with bodies of the fallen. Sweat stings your eyes, but you somehow stay on your feet. Others aren't so lucky. Oh! Selene, watch out! Crom cries out, and you look up just in time to dodge the wet slap of a tentacle, tripping over a body and sprawling to the dirt yourself. The Faceless makes a horrible noise from deep inside its craw, flecking you with spittle as your guts liquefy from the near miss. You're close enough to feel the sick heat radiating off of it. It doesn't have a face, but you realize with horror that it sees you. Zzz. The beam of a plasma rifle arcs over your head, and the Faceless roars again and turns its terrible attention to Calm. No! Scream and uselessly cover your head as it lumbers over you. As you scramble to your feet, you see Calm go flying through the air. He lands a few feet away with a sickeningly wet crunch. Oh! Red Riot cries in horror as she runs to Calm's side, but his body is bent at an unnatural angle. His eyes open and his face frozen in stupefied terror. The wax mannequin. Gone, like that. Red Riot lets out a primal scream of pain, and you can see the thought ignite in her mind, contorting her face with ugly fury as she stands up to launch herself at the Faceless again. Oh no! You grab her arm and she yells at you in wordless rage before collapsing to her knee, throwing her body over Calm's and sobbing like the scared teenager. You can only stand and watch. You hear a colossal cracking noise and look up to see the Faceless stumble towards the stratospheric. With a roar that shakes your very molecules, it loses its balance for the last time and falls onto the ship. Metal screams as the ship buckles and gives way. Whole pieces of the quarter's wing shear off as your home opens like a tin can, spilling its contents into the square. The strato lurches, then collapses under the great creature's weight. The abomination is slain. But as wails of grief join the whimpers of the dying. At what cost? The council calls an all-colony meeting to face the aftermath of the attack. In the oppressive gloom of Glow, you gather near engineering with the other survivors. It's one of the few buildings still standing. The corpse of the Faceless still sits in the caved-in wreckage of the stratospheric, spilling its flaccid pink tentacles from its horrible zipper-toothed maw. It's already beginning to stink. Your mind keeps replaying that terrible moment, the Faceless rearing up and obscuring the sky, Red Riot and her brother looking so small before it. Governor Udicott was killed by the smaller creatures that swarmed man during the attack. In her absence, Seek addresses the colony. The council acknowledges the bravery of the defense squad, citing their heroism in finally taking down the Faceless. Geoponics is gone, the greenhouse is destroyed and fields trampled. After a year of suffering, starving, and only barely scraping by, you're not just back where you started. It's even worse. The entire front half of the stratospheric has been destroyed. The living quarters, the canteen, the garrison, the lounge, even the creche. It's all gone. It's only by some stroke of luck that the people hiding in the creche weren't all killed. Seek solemnly reads the names of those who lost their lives. Too many, including Governor Udicott. You all stand for a moment of silence. You feel the weight of loss like a blow to your chest. Red Riot and her family cry out when her brother Calm's name is called, and their quiet sobbing continues through the silence. With the living quarters destroyed, everyone moves into the engineering wing for shelter. You're crowded into the classrooms with other families. The adults try to make it seem like a sleepover, but you're all still so shaken. Tammy doesn't return to the classroom. The little ones got out okay, but she's still in medbay and will be for a while. Red Riot cries about her brother and screams at anyone who tries to comfort her. Eventually you just ignore her grief, as painful as it is to hear her sobbing at the night. You feel like you've been awake for days and you'll never fully sleep again. You try, but you keep jerking awake, crying out in fear. Eventually you fall asleep sitting up, held in your father's arms. Your sleep is fitful, but mercifully dreamless. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
New map.
jeez. Oh. It's all gone.
Stella, no. Thankfully, our mom is fine.
Yeah.
But
Successfully dodged that.
the stratosphere, the stratospheric has been destroyed, along with big portions of the colony.
Fuck. Like the other people in geoponics, your dad has been working day and night to salvage what he can after the attack. It's gonna be okay, he promises. We just need... Cal puts on a brave smile. We have a lot to be thankful for, he says. We're still alive. That has to count for something, right? Your mom looks overdrawn with lack of sleep.
Oh yeah. Be careful out there, she says wearily. Don't want anything to happen to you too.
Dis is examining a bit of rubble, turning it over in his hands.
Wonder if we're ever gonna find like alien tech, he says. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, Dis. Oh, Dis.
This what?
Just, oh, Dis. You're mourning the loss of a loved one. All skill increases reduced by 1 for 3 months, and sub-jobs and actions can't be performed. Ugh. Cal is that one kid, but is so depressed, but forces himself to look happy to help everyone else. Haha.
Yep.
Tangent frowns.
Haha.
I just don't understand. She said, why now? Why does it keep getting worse? Mars crosses her arms and sulks.
What is the point of having all these kudos if I can't actually use them to, like, buy stuff we need? Like, hello, it's not like I can mail order more supplies through the wormhole.
Good lord.
Mars,
Never
you suck, I love
change.
you.
Never change.
No, she said she was wanted supplies.
I know.
That
He
is,
was thinking about
that
the
is
colony
growth.
in that one.
That is growth.
It is gross.
It's not her fault that she wants to create Space Amazon,
Oh, mourn.
or as it'll be known in 20 years,
Oh my
regular Amazon.
god, mourn or rebuild. Ugh. Engineering is crammed with families and what belongings they've salvaged from their destroyed living quarters. You could spend your time in the crowded temporary lodging in the classrooms, or help the adults try to fix things. We gotta rebuild. The first month of quiet passes, each day plodding one after the other. You still have trouble sleeping in the classroom barracks, but there's nowhere else to go. Every day you wake with the others and try to make the best of it. Grief and anger come in waves, not just for you, but for everyone. Some days are better than others. You're assigned to help rebuild the walls. The first part of the month is spent just dragging away the wreckage, sorting it into salvage or recycling. By the time that's done, crews disassembling parts of the stratospheric have delivered enough salvage that you can begin work patching up the walls. A sense of urgency permeates the crew. After everything, people need to feel safe. This is on the work crew with you, something he does begrudgingly.
Walls didn't help the first time, he grumbles whenever anyone asks for his opinion. We should just tear them all down and live like the animals do. If someone planted a bunch of buildings on my land, I'd be pissed off too.
Work hard. By the end of the month, you've made noticeable progress. There are other priorities and not a lot of construction material, but when Lastwood's mushwood harvest is done drying out, you'll be able to do more. Even if Dis is right that it didn't help the first time. Better than nothing. Tangent and Chief Engineer Instance have been hard at work in the lab, trying to find a cure for the shimmer disease. You join them in their research. You're the one who found a sample of the shimmer fungus and analyzed it. You're the one whose father suffers the most from it. You confirm that shimmer is an airborne fungal disease, and that the thick, choking spores and pollen are the same fungi from the Valley of Vertigo, the ones that colonize the host and turn their bodies into more spore-producing fungus. Finally, you have a long-due breakthrough. Sunlight! You try inoculations, antibiotics, antifungal creams, but what finally works is a high-intensity light treatment mimicking the full force of the sun's during dust, coupled with an injection to increase its potency. Of course, Ting exclaims. The fungus colonizes animal life during pollen, but some succumb to it, but the intense light of dust scourges the fungus from the survivors. It's all part of the natural cycle. The treatment works on samples. Now time to test it on a subject. Hmm.
Do you want me to tell you if this will do anything, like, bad?
No.
Okay.
Let's get fucked. I'm gonna test
Hey,
it
you
on.
could use that subtitle for something else later.
Yahoo! Let's test it on myself. You open a triple locked research room and pass through the airlock. You don't have an environment suit on, but that's the point. You need a strong dose of this fungus in your lungs. The small room is filled with the shimmer fungus. It's growing on everything, the floor and walls, and on lumpy shapes that were some kind of biological matter once. Now it's all just fungus, violet and shiny. You breathe deeply, marveling in the feeling of soupy, dangerous air infiltrating your body. Tang watches safely from behind the thick plexiglass. You can't tell if she's jealous or impressed. Next, you slide into the light therapy machine to bask in the nice warm light for a while. You even have a nap. Dr. Instance takes your vitals and runs samples of your fluids through various machines. She's excruciatingly thorough, but after a few days, she concludes that the treatment is a success. You still carry a high fungal load, but its effects have been nullified by the light therapy. Ooh! Oh, this one's so cool.
Mhm.
Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Oh, that's you. No, that's you. That's you. That's you.
Remarkable. Yep. Mm-hmm. I know, kid. Remarkable, Instance says, going over your findings. Now that we have a frontline therapy, we can begin treating the population to prevent the fungus from taking hold.
Ooh. He looks over at Tang.
Solane's discovery will be of great help with our other research.
You expect Tangent might be cross that you got the credit, but she nods, looking pleased. You're just thankful that no one was killed, not your father or anyone else. The colony is safe from the shimmer. I don't believe you.
Other research. That's interesting.
+2 bonus to pairs. Okay.
I like pairs.
I will say this game is pretty mean, but it does reward you for your hard work.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't really the kind to take things away from you after you get them, so don't worry too much about it.
Mm-hmm. Do this. Yeah. Oh wait, that didn't. Oops. Oh. You can just do this. Yeah. Good.
Bella in chat is right. Kudos on getting it your first run.
That normally takes a run or two to get the cure for the shimmer? Oh. Well,
Mhm.
yippee!
And now, on your subsequent runs, it'll be much easier, because you can use your past knowledge.
Yep. You worked well this month. I'm sure this game is one that encourages many playthroughs and then use your interdimensional knowledge to help.
Yes, very much.
Okay. And you avoided the famine as well. That takes a heck of a lot of work. Yep, I am fighting for my life right now. The suns finally dawn again on your birthday. You wake early and climb to the top of engineering to watch the first sun's watery rays break the horizon as the wormhole recedes across the sky. Dawn should represent hope after a long period of darkness, but this light only reveals the full extent of the damage to the colony. You've been having trouble sleeping, like most people. It's hard to find rest crammed into the classroom with all the other kids and their families, and every time you close your eyes, you shake your head to clear the memories. Pull your blanket more tightly around your shoulders. Not your blanket, that one's gone. And stare out as the sun rises on the horizon, meager and sickly.
Hey, kiddo.
Then your mom comes and sits down.
Thought I'd find you here.
You both sit in silence for a while, watching the sunrise pick out the broken glass littering the fields, glimmering like a field of stars. After a few minutes, your mom nudges you with her elbow.
So, she says, your first apocalypse, huh?
She huffs, smiling self-depreciatingly.
First one's always the hardest. When the first colony was attacked back on Earth, I thought that was it. Everything my parents told me about, the power of community, all that, I thought they were full of shit too.
She turns and gives you a serious look.
It's okay to be sad right now. And mad too. I'm mad as hell. I want to get out there and rip every goddamn mushroom out of the ground, and that's keeping me going for now. But that's not going to be forever, Celine. She continues. Eventually, that sadness and rage is going to cool, and you have to figure out how to feel after that. She points at your chest. Hope lives here. It's the human condition. We just don't know when to give up.
Oh, man. Your mom squints out into the sunrise.
I had to figure out how to have hope too. I needed it to get on a busted up spaceship with your dad and launch myself through a wormhole. Hope is why we had you. She smiles. Things work out in unusual ways, Celine. It just takes time.
You watch the sunrise together for a few more minutes. After a bit, your mom pulls out a little box tied with a piece of gardening twine.
From your father and I, she says. Happy birthday, kiddo.
Oh, no. You know what it is before you open it. Your old medallion, the one your dad made with the sun on it to represent Earth, was broken during it. In all the chaos, you didn't even notice. Parents did, and made you a new one. It's just like you remembered. Similar design with a wormhole this time. Represent Bertumna. Remembered. You thank her and squint at the swirling wormhole, still barely visible in the brightening sky. It's so massive and awe-inspiring this time of year, but it always seems to herald disaster. You're happy to watch it fade away into the daylight. Your mom lets out a dark chuckle and slaps you on the back.
What a birthday. Here's to another one, right?
You both head back downstairs to the wreckage of the canteen, where they've put up temporary roofing with whatever tarps and scraps could be found. The colony nanoprinters, the few that still run, have been working day and night to replace the necessities of life, but larger construction projects are going to take some time. Aunt Anne has coaxed the kitchen nanoprinters into making soy gruel and pressed bars. Life-sustaining, but depressing. You and the other colonists eat your breakfast in stony silence as you prepare the day. Chief Administrator Seek has taken over as intern governor until the council can elect someone new. Last week they held a mass funeral for everyone who died. There's talk of turning the Stratospheric's destroyed front half into a memorial shrine after everything useful has been salvaged. There's still so much to do. Oh.
How you feeling? Whoops. Yep.
Damn with a period.
This wretched planet. Mars grumbles, gazing at the wreckage of the Stratospheric. That was my ship.
Oh. This is a downer few months, sorry. Yeah.
No need to apologize.
No,
Testament
it's really
good
good.
writing.
It's really
Thanks for
good.
being here.
Has Whoops met a certain somebody yet? I need to know if they've met them. I assume you're talking
No.
about I assume you're talking about a mysterious stranger one. In which case, no.
No, Stella, we have not met a certain someone.
Maybe the new colony can have a
That
hoverboard.
pun doesn't
park.
really work as well in speech.
That'd be pretty cool, right? Oh. I'm sorry, I'm just reading these. This is sitting on a pile of rubble looking up over the colony wreckage. He doesn't look particularly sad.
What do you want?
Odess.
Gaster? Yes. Whoops has not met Gaster in this game yet.
Oh.
She hasn't even gotten the Gaster Blaster yet.
It's true.
Yeah,
Alright.
the certain someone is actually Sans Undertale.
True.
That's how they keep disappearing. They're teleporting behind you.
You're assigned to help out in geoponics. The agriculturalists have been hard at work trying to salvage what they can of the ruined fields and destroyed greenhouses, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Your mom is in fine form in her role as chief cultivator. You'd never admit it, but managing a crisis is what she's made for. Cal's working in geoponics too, of course. He smiles when he sees you. Hey, Selene, there's lots of stuff to do. What do you want to work on? I want to work in the fields. You and Cal are set to work in the fields. Luckily, they were mostly empty during Glow, but quiet is supposed to be a season of planting. The deep, compacted trenches where the massive Faceless stomped all over the colony defenders, the fields are in worse shape than when you landed. You were set the task of aerating the soil. You and Cal trade off, one of you guiding a bot with a dangerous-looking aeration extension, while the other uses a shovel and sometimes a pickaxe to loosen the soil and dig out pieces of debris. Then there's the Tammy! There's the spark snow. It will raise the soil acidity if it sits long enough to melt, and your earth crops hate that. While you're not aerating the soil, you're trying to keep it from piling up. There are tarps laid out over the fields, but shoveling the snow from the tarps is back-breaking work, too. It's exhausting. The highlight of your day is when Tammy delivers lunches to geoponics with cows wrapped in one of her headscarves. Tammy, no, come back! Everyone is worried that this will be the final nail in the coffin for your food supply after the famine last year. You try not to think about it too hard, instead focusing on just doing what you can to help rebuild. Rebuilding the colony! Damn, dog.
Lindsay and chat, you'll be pleasantly surprised, I hope, to find that Whoops was able to both cure the Shimmer and fight off the famine in the
Yep.
in her first playthrough.
Yep, I did do that. Ooh, fighting for my life.
So the deaths of dear someones have been temporarily postponed.
My dad?
Who knows? Knowing our dad, he'll find a way to do it anyways.
That is true. Alright, yeah, 5 kudos.
You cured the Shimmer, now get ready for the divorce.
Congratulations! Thank you, Lindsay. Oh, you're eating in the mess tents when you hear something rumbling. God damn it. Your bowl and cutlery start rattling. People look around in alarm. Could it be another attack? So soon? You begin to hear shouting from outside. Someone runs into the tent. There's something falling from the sky, they shout. It's on fire! You join the crowd of people leaving your temporary structures to gather in the colony square. People are squinting up into the milky, quiet sunlight, pointing and gesturing wildly. It's impossible to miss the thing hurtling towards you from space, like a great big ball of fire, coming straight for you. Is this it? Is this the end? After all you've been through, a meteor's gonna land in the middle of your already ruined colony and kill you all? That's a spaceship!
Big ball of gas!
Great big ball of spaceship! Mars grabs your shoulder.
Vegetables. It's another ship! She exclaims. Look! Look, it's another spaceship from Earth!
Excitement ripples through the crowd. Could it be? You stare up, unbelieving, at the rapidly approaching ship. The flames of its entry into the atmosphere dissipate, but a column of greasy black smoke trails behind it. Soon you can hear the whistle of it ripping through the atmosphere at terminal velocity. That is not a controlled descent! It's an enormous ship coming at you way too fast. The ship's reverse thrusters fire, trying to slow it down so it doesn't smash into a billion pieces when it hits the planet. Everyone scatters to cover. You crouch behind some rocks, throw your arms over your head, and squeeze your eyes shut. Hear the massive spaceship touch down in geoponics, plowing through the fields again and grinding over what was left of the greenhouses. God damn it. You're thrown...
With his head in his hands.
Literally... God's strongest soldier being tortured to death. You're thrown to the ground from the force of the impact as shrapnel and small rocks zing past your head. It grinds along like some roaring monster, cutting a great scar through the colony and kicking it up an enormous cloud of dust. Finally, the ship comes to a creaking, shuddering halt. You and the other colonists carefully crawl out of your hiding place, coughing and rubbing your eyes. The new ship is half buried and obscured by dust, but you can tell it's from Earth. You get squint to make out stenciled letters. Heliopause. Hatch opens its side and silhouettes begin to emerge. Silhouettes with guns. I'm really gonna do it this time. Soldiers march out of the dust and quickly surround all the remaining colonists. More soldiers from 2 parallel lines from the ship to the square, their guns in parade rest, and a lone figure strides down the center towards you. Bubba,
Greetings, fugitives of Earth, the man says, spreading his hands wide.
I hate him.
Plasma cutter. A dismayed murmur ripples through the crowd. The adults exchange significant looks. Chief Engineer Instance tries to slip out of the crowd, but she's stopped by the lines of soldiers. The man smiles. He has a broad, easygoing smile that doesn't match the threatening aura of the soldiers, nor the smoking ruin of the ship behind him.
I am Commander Lum, he says proudly. As captain of the Heliopause, I have come to render aid and bring you to justice.
Great Lum voice from Lindsay in chat.
Thank you.
Rebellion, baby. Heliopause, the soldiers have the colonists surrounded and shove you gently but forcefully back into the crowd. Oh, I gotta listen.
I like the choices. I forgot about that. I just want to play some games on my phone.
Play video games. Seek steps forward out of the crowd. You're not the commander of the Heliopause, they say firmly. Governor Udicott was expecting Commander Morikawa. Everyone is surprised. Udicott has been in communication with the ship? For how long?
I am captain of the Heliopause, Loom repeats stubbornly, then adds. According to the chain of command, we, sustained significant loss of personnel when we went through the wormhole.
You can't help but
You can't
notice
help-
many of the soldiers exchange looks this time. You wonder how many people had to die before Lum became commander.
As the commanding officer, Lum continues, I declare this colony to be under our protection. As such, you are all now subject to the laws of Earth.
Seek bows. Now, they stammer. There's no need for dramatics. We're a diminished colony, as you can see. Governor Udicott died in the most recent attack, after all. We're quite leaderless. Lum's eyes search the crowd, landing on your mom. She stares right back at him, as if daring him to say something. You notice Chief Engineer Instance is being held with her arms behind her back. She glowers at Lum with unbridled hatred. Lum turns to the assembled colonists.
Well, why don't we fix that? He declares. Say hello to your new governor.
You hear a few gasps of shock and outrage, and Lum raises his hands placatingly.
Let's not pretend you don't need our help, he says. And we could simply arrest you instead. But there's no need to demoralize your little colony further.
Oh, judging from the number of guns on display, you don't think you have a choice in this. Oh, that's...
Sorry. It's a good thing the colony is in such pathetic shape right now. Your mom mutters under her breath. If they thought we were a threat, they'd probably have just shot us.
Oh god, had to leave to buy some groceries. Who's this fuck? This guy is a soldier from Earth. A big ship filled with soldiers from Earth just showed up and said, "Hey, we're taking over your government." Whoop! Your dad squeezes your shoulders.
I don't respect your tone of voice, kid.
Tells her to be quiet. No one knows how to react. A new governor from Earth? Nearly 100 new colonists, most of them trained soldiers? What's this mean for the colony? They couldn't have shown up, I don't know, 2 months ago? The crowd disperses slowly, and the council members follow Lum back into the Heliopause, presumably to talk about the future of the colony. You hope. You track down your friends.
So,
Mars.
what do you think about these new people?
Mars asks. They're just gonna boss us around. Tangent nods. They don't live here. They don't know what it's like, and they're just gonna swoop in and act like they're better than us? She hugs her arms around herself. Did you see what they were doing to Instance? The entire colony, now twice as many of you, sets to work on salvaging the wreckage of the Heliopause, tearing it down and combining it with the Stratospheric's remaining engine section. Spirits are high, though these new colonists from the Heliopause aren't like any people you've ever met before. With their uniforms and weapons, they're more like an invading force than a rescue. You aren't sure what this means for the colony, or for your future. Late quiet. Oh. As the dust settles, you rebuild your colony around the new ship, the Heliopause. The new arrivals, soldiers mainly, are aloof at first. Many see you as fugitives. Together you build new walls, living quarters, greenhouses, and a massive bunkered garrison. The Stratos engineering wing is the only reminder of your old colony. The Heliopause...
People in chat, if you're worried about Lum, I will say the Helio does bring some fan favorites that aren't him.
Cool. The Heliopause brought enough rations for another 5 years, as well as a rich seed bank and working hydroponics. They also have more guns and explosives than you've ever seen in your life. Even the ship has guns. Full stomach, a roof over your heads, and the promise of safety convinces most Exocolonists to accept the Helios. In turn, the Helios decides that you criminals pose little threat. A grudging peace is brokered between the two groups. You decide they aren't so different, really. They're even Helio children, born among the stars, just like you. After a month...
My favorite is when people are like, Mr. Boob Window, hello! And then he opens his mouth.
No, yeah, absolutely. That's literally what I was... I like his design. I want him dead. I can't wait for him to die. I'm gonna shoot him with my gun. He's gonna die. Letting you know. After a month of hard work, you and your parents move into your new quarters. You get your own room for the first time in your life. You step out onto your very own balcony to watch the new colony, its grounds bustling with so many strangers and strange new ideas. You feel something rising in your chest that you haven't felt in some time. Hope. Excitement. What will the new day bring? Better get out there and find out. Rush outside to greet the day.
It's a fun little parallelism with the beginning of the game.
This is the halfway point of the game. Thank you, Stella. I am horrified.
Save.
Yes,
What do you
that's a
mean?
great
Things are all
idea.
better now.
No, they are not.
Yeah, everything's solved.
Things are all better now.
No, they are not.
Yeah.
Tammy! Tammy purses her lips as she looks out on the shambles of the colony. What a shame, she says quietly. We all worked so hard, and now it's just gone. She sniffles and puts her fingertips to her lips. I tried so hard to make this place feel like home. I don't know what else I can do. Flower.
Zazzle in chat. Oh shit, a log!
Oh, I just realized I have enough biology to do the thing with Cal. Cal is catching a nap, scrawled across a pallet of bags of fertilizer. Someone's covered him up with a scratchy burlap blanket. You're about to leave him alone, but he blinks awake and yawns at you. Hey, so late, he says, rubbing his eyes. Sorry, just catching some shut-eye. It's all hands on deck getting geoponics up and running again. Do you need me for something? Yeah, what are you working on, bud? Cal is looking a little sickly. Well, I found this really pretty flower growing in the garden. I've never seen it before. You take a look at it and soon begin to feel sick yourself. Wait, is this plant radioactive? What? It's radioactive, Cal says, backing up quickly. Good thing you knew that. What do we do? You're not sure, but if you study in geoponics lab, you might figure out how to be able to figure out how to neutralize the radiation.
And remove Cal's third eye.
And remove Cal's third arm. And remove Cal's third
he needs
leg.
that.
Whoa! Oh, hello.
I'm so sad Mel isn't here.
No, yeah.
This is such a Mel character.
This is such a Mel character. Oh my gosh. You've seen Nomi Nomi around since the Heliopause landed. They're around your age and barely 1.5 meters tall, only coming up to your shoulder. You've never seen anyone dress as strangely as they do. Yeah, I'll take over all the Mel characters while she's not here, because this is very much a Mel character. One second. Whoa. Nobody's a musician? That's wild. Hi! Their voice is high-pitched and quick. I'm Nomi Nomi. It's short for nomination. They do a little twirl and bow. You introduce yourself and ask about their gender. What? Oh yeah, I was so happy when we landed and I found out that you colonists have not boy and not girl people too. Sometimes people on the Helio didn't get it, but honestly I grew up with them, so they kind of got used to it. I was always told growing back up on your colony was kind of backwards and weird, and we'd probably find you all banging rocks together and great gun like caveman. Imagine my surprise when I got here and you have like actual adult people who are like me. Wow! Nomi gives you the secret non-binary high five. It's like a regular high five pretty much, except in your case, it's a high six. Anyway, you probably already know I use they, them, and as in, Nomi Nomi sure has their act together. And gosh, Nomi Nomi's so cool. They have the unbeaten high score in Laser Fable for 2 years running. I doubt anyone can beat them. Challenge them to a game of Laser Fable.
No, remember, you forgot the memory of your sixth finger. It doesn't exist.
No, I didn't.
Whatever.
It's right there!
Oh, the art always makes my stomach a little uneasy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Laser Fable is an augmented reality game where you bounce hologram lasers off real objects nearby. It's speed-based, so you're running around and bumping into each other, and there are extended house rules about when it's legal to block each other's lasers. Oh, I'm getting a call. One moment.
You've just met Nomi Nomi. Now battle to the death.
Chat, how you doing?
Looking down at your hand every so often, like, what the fuck? Any stories in chat of people who frequently forget they have different body parts? I can start. I have a big birthmark on the back of my head that turns all of the hair in that area into like really light blonde. I'm normally kind of a dark reddish brown. So every time I get my hair cut, because I usually grow it out, but I'll get it cut every so often, people are like, "Whoa, what's that on the back of your head?" I'm like, "It's just been there forever." So it's not I forget it so much as they forget it, and then worry if I have a growth or a melanoma.
Interesting.
It wasn't, but thank you for saying so.
I don't say things I don't mean. What do you think, chat? Is the heliotropic gonna be a good thing or a bad thing?
Sonny, you have a condition that makes you tilt your head 20 degrees? Does it just, like, feel most comfortable resting there, or... And Zazzle chin dimples are peak, and don't let anyone else say otherwise? Superman's got a chin dimple. Be like Superman. Whoops and I both have these little birthmarks on the outside of the ankle of one of our feet. So it's very interesting that we got it in the same place.
She's not here. She can't answer your question.
What's your take, Jess? SpongeBob cast v Pokemon.
It's literally always all the Pokemon.
Yeah. Ooh, but the SpongeBob cast does include David Hasselhoff.
It's true. Wait, yeah, like, do you mean the characters in it, or like, the voice cast?
That'd be even funnier. Just Tom Kenny versus a fiery lion. If it was the voice cast, that would include David Bowie then.
That's true.
Fun fact: if people in chat didn't know, David Bowie voiced the King of Atlantis in that special, the Atlantis Square Pantis special. Wasn't he in the movie too? I don't know. I haven't seen many of the SpongeBob movies.
I mean, I guess, like, this question depends on, like... I mean, Pokemon are kind of made to fight each other, but, like, can they fight humans also? I don't remember if this has ever been clarified in the anime, because I've never watched it.
I feel like it has to be that they fought people, because
Wait,
like
look
there's
at
the
the fan art.
Pokemon War. Ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful.
I'm back. I'm back. Fan art.
I
Fan
love
art.
the little sparkles in the mane that make the fire look kind of like galaxy.
Oh!
You even did the little necklace. Oh, that's so sweet.
Axolotl, that's so cool! Oh my gosh!
Thank you, Bats, for we got there. People used to marry Pokemon canonically.
Wow.
This is like finding out that in the Puyo Puyo franchise that the Puyos are edible.
Reminder.
If they weren't, I was going to be angry.
Reminder for people in chat. I'm sure everybody who's here does know, but in case anybody doesn't, that you can see all the fan art that gets uploaded in the Discord server. I'm actually planning at the end of whenever I finish my first playthrough of this game, I'm gonna go back and do a big fan art of all the Pokemon stuff and everything that's been posted in the fan art channel since we started this game.
The Puyos are edible. I don't remember when they say that in the games, but I know they do at some point.
Okay.
Someone hooked me up to a funnel, and at the other end is just Eggman's mean bean machine.
You could just eat a bean. They're like $1.99 at the grocery store.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I have an empty can of beans sitting on my desk right now from having done just that.
Nice.
I was too lazy to do anything else today.
I mean, I like this. 25. All right. Thank you, Cal. Oh, my man. Look at my man.
I love him. He may be a centrist, but I love him.
Do not.
Have fun at lifeguard training. Don't drown.
Yeah. Zazzle,
don't
thank you
thi-
for the hydrate.
I don't think if you drown at lifeguard training, you're at a really bad training facility.
Yeah. And also, you'd make a real bad lifeguard.
I was gonna say it's a lot like flying, you know? Incredibly safe, arguably the safest form of the thing you're doing, but still possible. With recent Boeing news, I'm not so certain about that joke, though.
Wait, what's the recent Boeing news?
Boeing, just their quality assurance continues to be awful, and so several high-profile crashes and mid-air events have happened as a result of product failures in Boeing airplanes, and then whistleblowers turned up dead.
Scary. Alright. Right on, friendo! Nomi gives you a high 6 and then does a couple quick flicks on their gauntlet. With a couple quick flicks on their gauntlet, gives you a kudos for winning. They explain this is how they always play Laser Fable with the kids from the Heliosphere. Except they mostly don't want to play anymore. They say they're too old for it. They just want to be soldiers now. Except Rex. He's still cool. Alright. I will meet the rest. I will talk to the rest of the
Speaking
people
Rex.
on the thing. Hello, thank you. Well, I'm going to meet the rest of the kids and do like a talk to everybody, and then I'm probably gonna save, and then end stream because me and my ma are gonna go on a walk today.
Oh, nice.
The colony's full of new people. Everywhere you look, you see a stranger. It's disorienting, as after growing up in a closed spaceship, you never expected to meet the humans that weren't made here on Vertimna. Whoa! You bump straight into one of the news people while jogging through the colony. Oof! He laughs and holds you steady, brushing through the imaginary dust off you and giving you a wide-fanged smile. Hey, it's one of the kids from the Heliopause. You think this one's name is Rek. Hey, I'm Selene. Welcome to Vertimna. You stick out your hand and shake his, and he laughs. You notice he's wiggling his dog ears. They can really move independently. Here you go, Jess.
Oh, wait, what? No.
You're taking little guy.
Okay. Pleased to meet you, he says. I'm Rex, and I love to shake a paw. I know a ton of tricks.
He winks. Rex puts his hand against his cheek, looking cute and lost. Do you want me to take him?
I can do it.
Okay.
I don't care. Hey, since I'm new here, do you think you could help me find the construction yard? I think I might apply for a job there.
I'll take you there. You walk him over to command. Everything's moved around since the heliopause landed, but the construction yard is still in command where it always was. At the entrance, you meet Mars, filing her nails and looking like she's waiting for somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna give Rex to my brother. Yeah, and then yeah.
I was gonna say that was a hilarious casting choice.
Okay.
I can't keep up the JRPG voice.
All right, Bubba is taking Rex.
All right. Why, hello, cutie. Where did you come from?
He looks her up and down and grins.
I'm just an angel who fell from the sky, darling.
You try not to gag as the two of them flirt. You give a loud and point Rex towards the construction yard. He looks back at Mars over his shoulder and winks as he leaves.
Yeah, Rex is a hypersexual character.
It made a little. Hey, Dad.
Made a little.
Quack, quack. Hello, my little tomato. Your dad's voice rings across the fields, hale and hearty. You don't have it in yourself to be embarrassed. Not during pollen. Not with the memory of him struggling to breathe so fresh in your mind. You coming to check on your old man? He teases you. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and lets it all out comfortably. I'm doing great. No congestion, no sneezing, and I definitely don't want to take a hike outside the walls. Your dad...
Stop submitting Agumon.
Bushi Agumon. Sure, man. Bushi Agumon. I swear to God. That's just him in a different outfit with a stupid ponytail. 10 out of 10. I hate it. It's amazing. Your dad pulls you into a big hug, ruffling your hair. He smells like sunshine and dirt and sweat, and you've never been happier to breathe it all in. He's alive. I'm proud of you, he says quietly. You could pull off miracles, kiddo. Yay! Thanks, Dad.
Stella in chat referencing Rex's full name. Yeah, his full name is Basorexia, which does mean a fixation with kissing or close contact like that.
Aw. Your mom has set up a makeshift desk near the construction site and is going over some bread sheets on her hollow palm. She turns to you and you're surprised to see her look relaxed for the first time in over a year. Just saying, you.
Just saying, you.
Like Daniel, but Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Just Sandra.
I can do it.
Jake!
I'm so sorry I was summoned.
It's fine.
Sure, everything's a mess right now, she says. But these guys showed up at just the right time. They have working hydroponics, good soil, and plenty of food reserves. We shouldn't run into trouble again.
Sure, bud.
Currently failing to restrain myself from slurping the honey mustard packet on my desk.
Do it.
Do it. Let the urges win.
Mama didn't raise no coward, so...
Alright, do it after talking as this.
Oh,
It's too late!
The mustard will help.
Ah! Stop that!
It was very thick, so there was a lot of slurping. Okay. Maybe we deserved it, Dis mutters. The new ship didn't save us. It just delayed the inevitable. When their food and weapons run out, we'll be back where we started. Didn't they learn anything? Doman hate. Yes, more people did join the colony. A whole other ship full of soldiers landed.
Yes, it crash landed onto our planet, and now we have a whole new volley of people to deal with. Yo, Red Riot. Red Riot fills with her personal defense plas cutter. Never thought I'd actually be using one of these, she says quietly. Guess we all gotta be ready to defend ourselves now. Chicken egg. Red Riot gives you a little smile. Thanks, Elaine. This is Com's favorite food, too. Oh.
Wait, so they are edible? I was discomplaining.
Thanks, yeah.
In the middle of a fucking pain and suffering famine.
I'll find something to do with this.
Yeah. Tang
I like
doesn't-
that the new map is the old map slightly rotated.
Tang almost doesn't notice you approach. She's staring into the distance, almost as if she's gone into sleep mode with her eyes open. She blinks out of her daze when she hears her footsteps. Oh, Selene, she says. It's only you. What do you need? Take a crystal cluster. Tang
I
shrugs.
bet honey mustard was a little bit more mustard than honey.
Dang.
I used to eat spoonfuls of mustard.
You're just gonna out yourself as a freak? That's wild.
Yeah. And in a
I'm sorry
circle
you had
round-
no taste buds. Whoops.
That is true. I hated
That's-
mustard when I was a little baby.
I'm in a server where we have an emote that's a ketchup packet with a straw photoshopped like coming out of the little square where you tear it because I drank so many
Nice.
ketchup packets.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying, when V8 sells tomato juice in a can, it's fine. But when I stick a straw in my Heinz ketchup bottle, suddenly I'm a weirdo.
Exactly.
Okay, hello. Who are you? Whoa. This new boy from the heliosphere is a couple years older than you. He's very handsome, and the missing arm gives him a heroic, battle-scarred vibe. He stands tall and ready for action, even though it's a normal, boring day. The other recruits milling about the garrison give him a wide, respectful berth. He sees you staring and gives you a curt nod. My name is Vase. Lieutenant Olivatius, he says, considering you with a glint of challenge in his eyes. And you are? How do you introduce yourself? I'm a hard worker. The expression doesn't change. Is that right? He says, with the air of a boy who's hard to impress. Nice to meet you, Selene. I hear it's been a rough couple of years for the colony. Lucky thing our heliopause just came along just in time, he continued. Don't worry. We have some of the best soldiers. The very best. We'll keep the colony safe. Wow, boy. Are you one of those best soldiers? We train as a team, but... Base says, then clears his throat. Yes. I've won more than my share of zero-G judo matches and virtual rivalry tournaments. Even competing against adults, he adds. I bet I could take you in a fight. What do you mean, Whoops? You out yourself as a
fight,
freak
right?
whenever a hot character comes on screen? I contained myself whenever Utopia showed up. I refute that claim. What was the decision? Olivatius. What does Olivatius mean?
It means it's a color.
Colored.
It means it means
Oh.
olive-like in color.
Oh.
So if I had to guess,
Oh,
it'd be
because it's
something
like military uniforms.
Yeah, I was thinking like olive drab, but I figured since we got Dev in chat, we could ask.
I guess I don't want to flirt with him, but I just want to say, wow, you're pretty cool. Oh, well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, wow, you're
It
pretty
doesn't
cool.
lock you in. And
You act impressed and make some embarrassingly clear signals that you find him attractive. Well, he says, nodding like he understands. Aren't you intriguing? Maybe we'll see more of each other in self-defense classes. Yeah, sure. Sure, bud.
A clue.
tucks the how to neg style manual in the back pocket down.
Okay, that's everyone. Whew. Yeah. Wow. Oh.
How do you feel?
Oh, I've been through a range of emotions today. This game has never not stopped impressing me for a second. Genuinely, it was at a 10 out of 10 and now it's at an 11 out of 10.
Yeah. The early game is really, really good. I think it only gets better from here, if I'm being 100.
That is
I think the
crazy.
scenarios. Yeah, I think the scenarios and the character dramas are even better from here on out.
If you save and quit now, once you reset your day when you come back, then I'll just do that off stream. I'll do all
No,
the
it
conversations
won't
I had.
It won't reset the conversations you've already had for the day. It'll just move your character to like a default position on the map.
If Mel can't
The only thing
get on stream tomorrow, I might play something else just because I really want Mel to play Nomi.
Nomi.
I love Nomi so
Yeah.
much.
now that they're here, I can tell everyone in chat if you're interested in getting some very cute Exocolonist merch. Northway Games are doing a makeshift campaign for a Nomi Nomi plush right now.
Oh, they are.
It is about 61% funded and has about 28 days left.
That's right, we're shilling for your game.
We are shilling for your game, as it should be. I am literally going to, you know something? I am in a Discord server with Jello. I'm just gonna DM him and just recommend him this game to play on stream. Once I'm done with it,
Okay.
because I think he'd do a great job with the gang, and I think he would love this game.
It also comes with a cute little pride flag.
What?
A cute little progress pride flag cape that you can put on Nomi.
Hold on, where do I have to go to the website?
Makeship.com.
Oh, makeshift Exocolonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just put it in general. This is not sponsored.
I wish it was.
I just really like the game, and I'm really sad whenever makeshift campaigns end for things that I would have liked a plush of.
Dude, I would kill to be sponsored. That'd be awesome.
Alright, don't go get your head big.
No, I would. No, I'm just saying, because like it'd be little pride flag cape. Oh my gosh.
So if you're interested in that, check it out.
They're so cute.
Hopefully everyone's enjoying the story so far.
There's only 28 days left on the campaign, guys. You need to make sure to buy one. This is awesome. Thank you again for both Dev being in chat and everybody else coming out. It's always so much fun. I love this game to death. And I can't wait to play more of it. I'm probably gonna play it again tomorrow. We'll see if anything changes. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm almost definitely gonna play it again tomorrow. Because it's on the schedule and it's just I love this game. I love this game so much.
Hopefully we can get a couple more friends in chat for voices.
Yeah, because there's so many more characters now.
Unfortunate consequence of being here is I have to voice act. I'm not good at voice acting.
Okay, but like you're
doing fantastic.
doing
What are you
great.
talking
Yeah,
about?
Shush-a-wush.
I'm glad that you said that though, because I'm also very self-conscious of my line reads. Whoops can attest that I have a terrible job. I do a terrible job remembering what voice I did for a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why they will change over the course of 2 paragraphs.
First 200 plushes apparently comes with a free Steam key for the game, so even more of an incentive. I might buy one because then I can give that to one of my friends and make them play it. Yeah. Thank you all for coming. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Piff again because it's #1 streamer that I have that I'm following who is always streaming when I'm done and has a low viewer count. So we're gonna raid Piff. Thank you all for coming out. I am forever impressed by this game. It's running an 11 out of 10. This might become probably one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. I adore this game.
Yay!
Okay,
Thank you, everyone.
setting up the raid. Thank you all so much again for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys have a fun time at Piff's. Thank you, and good night.
Remember to stay a teenage exocolonist.
Remember to stay a teenage exocolonist. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hit the raid button. There we go.
Maybe the shimmer